Phoenix's turn to ban.
Welcome back, everybody, here to your coverage of the International 2015 Invictus Gaming versus MVP.Phoenix. It is, do I dare say, Waga, the loser's game.
I mean, it sounds very sad when we put it like that.
I'm trying to think of the positive aspect of it, but we've had a mini tournament, the lower bracket, man, the lower bracket final of our mini tournament, which we played today.
Yeah,
where
true.
Cloud9 quite severely trashed both IG and MVP.
Yeah, they were like, see you guys, I'm out. I'm going to win the upper brackets of this group. But yes, this is a very important game for these two teams, as if they want to have any chance to get into the upper bracket, they need to 2-0 this, I believe, for either of these. And they need to proceed to get 2-0 in their next game as well to have any chance.
Correct. Yes. The only reason why they still have a chance is because they have two series.
Yeah.
So if this is a 1-1, they're both in lower bracket. And that would only leave Fnatic as the one sole team that could reach the top four. If not, LGD, Secret, Cloud9, already confirmed. Complexity are the only team that could be upset because they have 7 points at the moment at the end of their 4 series. But they're also playing up against Secret at the moment, where they lost their first game. So they're only, like, the maximum points they can get from their series is 8.
Yep. So we're starting to get to that point when the group is starting to settle down. But as we said, for any chance to go to upper brackets, you need a 2-0 here. And this is game number 1, IG versus MVP.
Yep. As the draft well underway, Tuskar and Undying not being allowed through this time around, so no crazy snowballing out of control teams, but we do have a Bounty Hunter, a hero which we haven't seen at all today, apart from the band stage.
True, he has been in the bands here and there, and we get to see him now paired up with the gyrocopter, actually, something that C9 were running the day before, like I think yesterday they ran it. And that time they did have a Wisp, though, and Wisp is banned out by IG as well as Leshrac.
Wisp was seen featured a lot today. 3 games, but all of them being Cloud9. Okay, so Bounty Hunter, great hero. Everyone loves him. Great momentum. All about the courier sniping. And then momentum into the later portions and upsetting all the junglers. How is Phoenix going to try and, like, what's the synergy you're looking for between the Bounty Hunter and the Gyrocopter?
I mean, it's just that Gyrocopter is very good at killing anything, and he needs to be able to run them down in order to kill them. And Bounty Hunter, when he has the track, he gives more gold per kill that you achieve, and he gives movement speed so that you can chase them down and get the kill. So he just has very good synergy towards that kind of aggressive carry that Gyrocopter is. But meanwhile, on IG, though, they do have Naga Siren, a hero that is very highly rated by many of the teams here, especially Secret, among others. But pretty much everyone is catching on to this hero being so strong, batting it in the first phase or picking it there.
Yeah, because most of the time you're looking at it, well, you bring up Secret, and we've already flagged already that, like, that's mainly because of the support Naga that they play. Would you even dare play a core Naga up against a Gyro?
I wouldn't say that core Naga is the play right now. I mean, she's dangerous once she gets to that point. We saw it being run one time during our casts, and it did not work out. So I think it struggles due to all the AoE, as you mentioned, not just Gyrocopter.
We should also flag the fact that one game was a Cloud9 game, and Eternal Envy was the 4 Protect 1 strap, and the other 4 were dying a hell of a lot. So there were multiple reasons why it didn't work out, just because of the way the game played out.
Yeah, true. I just think that you can have more impact as a support, stacking up a lot of camps and giving that important vision to your team with the illusions. That's what really is the power of it. And you have 70 mana cost to spawn those illusions.
So. Hello, Rubik.
Ah, yes.
One of our favorite heroes to have in the games.
One of IG's favorite heroes as well.
Yes.
They love it, and they have really good success with it. So happy to see it picked up there.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, there's still a lot of different abilities which you'd love to steal. I don't think there's anything really bad on the field that a Rubik would grab. And with the Spirit Breaker charging, he's got a combo with the Lina. Lina's already got the combo with the Naga Siren as well. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is survivability for IG. Spirit Breaker might have it in droves. But the Lina and the Rubik, once Jara gets the Demon Edge and starts getting like more DPS up, they are either going to have to dish out the damage a lot faster than the Gyrocopter, or they'll die to the flat cannon.
Yeah, that's true. It could be very nice to try and wait with the Rubik till 5th pick, just so that you don't scare away MVP from picking a good spell to steal now. Like, you wouldn't pick you wouldn't pick a Magnus.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't pick an Enigma wouldn't be there. But, you know, you just deter them from picking good spells to steal. However, Nullfield is a very good skill to have against the Lion because it gives magic resistance to all of your team.
Very true. Darkseer pickup. Well, I can see some good abilities from that, even if you just get Iron Shell.
Yeah.
Ruby could have an absolute field day with that. But the team fight for MVP looks nice. Darkseer and Gyrocopter together is never really a bad combination. Even when you're able to to search the Gyrocopter after, so you're able to keep getting these kills with Rocket Barrage. So you've got earlier combinations as well as just the big team fight combo.
Yeah, that is true. And Invictus Gaming picking pretty similarly to what MVP previously played, the Spirit Breaker aggression together with Alina. I mean, obviously it didn't work out against Cloud9, but Cloud9 were just, they were ahead. They were playing better, I would say. I don't think that you could blame draft.
They were being a lot more efficient across the map at the same time as MVP were trying to gank across the map. But really, MVP can be a lot more efficient this time around. Like, if it's just a Bounty Darkseer offlane, you can use the Invis Iron Shell battle to try and catch out one of these supports. So you've got different ways, like maybe even a Boots First Bounty if you're going to do this, to find advantage in the lanes without having to commit 3 or 4 people like MVP had to do in their previous series.
Yeah, that is...
Goodbye, TA.
Yeah, that is very true. So long, sweet TA. And she would have worked well here for MVP. Having Track in your team when you play TA is, again, she's similar to Gyro in that she relies on getting a lot of kills. So smart ban out here by Invictus Gaming. And Bloodseeker, of course, being removed by MVP. I think it's just a pretty good call as they have aggressive heroes all over both these teams.
So who's the last one for IG? You ban out the Templar Assassin.
That's what I'm wondering.
Which, like, either that means that this Lina belongs to Ferrari, and maybe he's worried about the refraction soaking up a lot of the burst damage he wants to dish out.
I think it's Ferrari. I think Ferrari will play the Lina this game. But
and then we assume it's the offlane Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Naga support. And then that means we're looking at a number 1 position core here for IG.
Exactly. Anti-Mage is doable. I mean, he's not banned out. He's good against Darkseer. He can lane against Darkseer fairly well. And they don't have...
You're just coating up the magic resistance, aren't you?
Exactly. You have insane magic resistance with Anti-Mage and Rubik. Yeah. That's kind of sick. And Glimmer Cape on that, Toby.
Oh, of course.
And you're basically Huskar.
No one can be Huskar.
Poor man's Huskar. I don't know. They could go for it. Darkseer is a great hero to lane against as Anti-Mage, at least. Even if he's annoying with the spam of Iron Shell. The only way that he could be that annoying, though, is if he is allowed to get high level. But we'll see what they decide to go for. I mean, you have Burning in your team. So Anti-Mage is... You definitely have a comfortable player playing this hero.
That's very true. At the same time, I think, hello, it's going to be a Razor pickup.
Curious.
Team fight stability is the name of the game for IG.
There's, yeah, this is a good carry as well against the Bounty Hunter and Lion. Their single target spells that they want to dish out. And also a very stable laner, as you said. This can work out nicely for IG.
The only thing I'm a little concerned about for the Razor is what happens when, like, Bounty Hunters start slowing him down with the double Iron Shells. You throw out Plasma Field, and then you've got nothing else that's really going to stop the damage, because the damage still keeps coming in from Iron Shells.
Yeah, that's true. But it's... I wonder how aggressive they can be on the Razor if they want to chase him down. I think the laning stage is going to be a lot easier for the Razor than the Darkseer, so he's probably not going to do too much early on.
I can agree on that.
Also, an interesting part to mention is that Razor, primarily here, is picked to counter a Gyrocopter with the static link and how well he interacts against that. And Gyrocopter was the first pick, and Razor was led through all the way to the last pick here for for IG.
I think we have ourselves a semi-farming game coming out for MVP.
Yeah, that's not a surprise pick, though. QO getting his Ember.
And that means if we do see everything falling down as we thought, yeah, we Ferrari on the Lina. So we have an Ember versus Lina battle in mid.
Most likely, yeah.
And then Darkseer offlane for March with the bounty, and then a Lion Gyro safe. Actually, I almost feel like they could even get aggressive with that.
Standard lanes would be really good, though, for IG. I mean, they're fine with not contesting Gyro. They could try aggressive, but they don't really need to, and it's risky against the Gyrocopter's Rocket Barrage. I think standard lanes are going to work out really well. Mid as Lina against Ember is fine, and as long as they have a sentry down for Bounty Hunter, so he can't come in and just surprise.
So what's the timing IG's looking for? Like, if there's going to be standard lanes for them, they're looking to farm up, how, like, do they look for team fight at a certain point? Is this meant to be a tower push at a certain point? What's the goal for IG?
I think you just look for Ferrari to start getting momentum. If he gets item progression in this game, a nice and early Yule Scepter into whatever item he wants to transition into, I think they can take over the game through kills. Like, take the fights to MVP and then start taking towers off that. But similarly for MVP, they have Bounty Hunter, they have the Lion, the Gyrocopter, the Ember. They also want to bring the fight, so this could be pretty heated.
Maybe. Let's find out as our lanes all start to come out, and it looks like Burning, at least the Razor is up there by himself on the top lane, ready to farm up. QO is the man that's doing the scouting down the bot lane. He's most definitely built for a mid, with only 2 shed tangos and 525 gold sitting still in his bank account.
Yep. He's definitely going to be there,
And
man.
Fevy's on the hunt. The Ghost Walk Iron Shell.
Yeah.
So he cuts the tree and then plants the ward.
Ah.
Wait, did I just get... Yeah, that was pinged out by Fevy. Fevy was the man pinging that.
Huh.
But he also pinged out the fact that Rubik has an Observer ward still. So they know that Rubik didn't plant an Observer ward on bot lane.
Yeah.
Unless he walked down there with 2.
Yeah, he just walked down there and did not have a ward. But that might also... oh, they saw the fact that he had a ward later? Oh, yeah. Then mind game was blown. Because he actually
top
dropped
lane.
it.
Ferrari, do you really want to try and contest this? Fevy's the man that's being sent up. Well, they're not gonna play for it.
Double bounty. Game is over. That's when you know.
It's not game. The game is not over. IG still have a fighting chance, Barger. Still got a fighting chance.
Massive advantage.
It's still surprising too how much IG have committed to counter vision on the bounty hunter. They must be really, really worried about Febby because they've got 2 sentry wards. One of them they plant very far back in the mid lane, so Ferrari can see the fact that Febby is standing right in front of him. And they got 2 dusts over on the Spirit Breaker as well. Naga Siren threw down a sentry ward to block up the camp. So
Yep.
that's all their invis detection.
Yeah, just a little block, and we see Burning chase away the Gyrocopter, taking all his damage here pretty much, and doubling up his own. So easy last hits, easy life for Burning.
They're bringing more help down here. So it will actually be an aggro tri-lane from MVP.
Yeah.
From IG, sorry.
And they have their top solo Luo Spirit Breaker against Darkseer. Doesn't sound like the most favorable lane when you think about it, but we'll see what he can do on this lane.
I love how Febby, like, that not want to be deterred, actually still just walked up to Ferrari to try and have another crack at him, but he went underneath the sentry wall. QO, he's only got Sleight of Fist, no Searing Chains, and the double light strike away by
he's
Ferrari.
fighting.
And he's done a lot of damage. Febby de-warding out, using the tangos to get rid of him.
Yummy Tango. 15 HP regen per second. So nice.
It needs it, Alpha. He got double light strike to raid enslaved by Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari
And Chuan's making his play with the boots. He can't reach QS. He can. Ferrari, light strike,
They got him.
enslaved. This will be first blood. Going the way of Invictus Gaming. You cannot give Ferrari an inch.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Sean just walking in there. Well played by IG. Going into this game. Bounty Hunter now looking at the Courier as he knows the Lina just got a kill, right?
Yeah,
So
but
there has to be something, but look at the Courier Express here. Chuan.
yeah, he'll babysit this the entire way. Febby can't do anything apart
he's
from
just gonna
maybe
bring it.
like he could harass Chuan. Like that's something he could do, but like he's even bringing clarities out to Ferrari so he doesn't have to expend excess bottle charges.
That's a harsh start for MVP here on the mid lane. They do have the bottle on QO as well, and he's gonna take the bounty rune top. But Lina is a tough hero to go up against, especially when she gets a gank like that.
Especially when you give her first blood.
Yeah.
Like if you can also give her a little bit more space and you get into Laguna Blade, Flame Guard, it's kind of different to something like a Templar Assassin with Refraction when you don't know when it's up. Flame Guard, it's a big ring of fire.
Yeah.
And Ferrari gets rid of it. And in fact, he might even just find a kill over
he's
on
killing
QO. Rubik's coming in as well. And either Tull gets his pick up over on Febby, who was the man that could do the last point of damage into Ferrari. And he can't even get at the Orb of Venom. It's ticking him down. It's at 6-3.
it's so close.
He's so
2
low,
HP.
but he survives. Only barely Ferrari.
Please buff Orb of Venom. One more DPS and it will kill him.
Oh, Chuan's timing though. Again, Chuan.
No, Chuan is
He-
clutch.
He walked his way in for the fight before, and this one, selection of targets was even more critical.
Honestly, on all of IG, in the games that we have been watching, and we have throughout the group stage 5 IG games, Chuan has been the outstanding player. like in many of these games. His Winter Wyvern was really good. His Rubik now already delivering so well. Of course, Ferrari is playing nice, but he's getting beautiful support by Rubik.
Yeah. And Sean, props. Absolute props. I still like the selection of choice. When you're 2 to 3 HP away from death, it would have taken 1 extra attack from a bounty hunter, but he picked up the bounty, realizing there was already control on the Ember, and he wasn't going to get an attack into Ferrari.
Yep.
That's what makes that gank even more special for me.
Yeah, that was really nice. Well done all over there.
I should say counter gank.
Yeah, and that means he almost has mana boots on Rubik now. If he wants to, he could go straight into the mana boots and let the Naga buy some early support items. Or he can just upgrade a courier and let her get her boots on Naga. But when you have a really good start on one support, it can be nice to let him get his items first and then start buying wards and helping.
Yep.
Top lane, Luo. This is not fun.
March should be careful about this because, okay, if he does, like, okay, so they're actually giving Chuan, he's body blocking only in the mid. But you could actually get him a TP scroll, and the second you dive in too deep, Luo just turns around, charges on March, just like this. March actually used his surge, so all Luo needs is 17% chance.
Yeah.
All he needs, and there she is! You do not entice a Spirit Breaker to play roulette. And even on bottom lane, KP giving so much damage over to Burning, and actually the body block, Semele there. The Faith moving over to Nuts, and, well,
Nuts.
there's no Riptide. There's Ensnare in 1 second time. Fabi comes in to attack from behind, but Faith, he's got Riptide to find the kill. Burning with the Plasma Field. Where's the detection? They do not have it. There's a Radiant Sentry Ward in the bot lane. If they could charge him when they see him, maybe then there's a chance.
Man, this is starting very rough for MVP here. Not a single kill yet. Maybe they can go on bottom, they think, but there's 2 supports behind. Oh, they see them.
Fabi attacks and runs away.
Yeah.
So Ferrari has all the space in the world as now they apply pressure on bot, so Fabi has to stay here. And you've still got a farming Spirit Breaker who gets a solo kill on top.
Yeah, I can't believe that Luo got a kill in that lane. That should be a lane that Darkseer wins really hard, but as of now, they're even on CS, and he's charging mid now, gonna try and have impact on other lanes.
He moved up far enough that Kuro wouldn't see him coming unless they had a River Ward, which they don't have. So, Searing Chains with the Sleight of Fist. Ferrari missed the Light Strike Array as well. There's no Laguna Blade, and 17% again going to work. Fabi wants Ferrari. Ferrari gets a Light Strike Array, but for the greater glory of Luo, he will get a double kill on the Spirit Breaker.
Dear God, the Space Cow with the dream start. He is so strong right now.
What's his net worth? Like, with 5 minutes, I already want to switch it. He's 2.6k net worth. He is 600 above the Darkseer. The nearest Radiant hero is the Jaro on 1400.
They can't handle my Space Cow, Toby. It's too crazy.
They can't handle any cow.
Jeez.
March.
He's going back top as well, and March has to be careful. Faith is already there.
Yep.
With the Ensnare, maybe they could kill him.
Watch the timing for the surge.
Oh, they don't have ulti on Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, there's no Nether Strike.
But he's like a lot of bashes.
He's got level 4 bash. There's always a chance.
There is always a chance. Deals plenty of damage now as well with that 40% of your movement speed as damage. It's really something you have to watch out for.
Mm-hmm. Middle lane, Nuts as well as Fabi. Yeah. Trying to prepare a bit of a gank on Ferrari. Now, he does have Laguna Blade this time.
Yeah, but
so
it's an easy gank, though. If he doesn't get to do anything...
He doesn't see him coming. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain, Ferrari. Turning for the Hex. Can't get it, though. The SB's charging in, but it's already a little bit too late. He could complete this. You do... no. That was a dangerous place to stop. He could have been pushed down to the river.
Yeah, it looked like he would be.
No Joy, and Abaddon
well,
is
they get the kill on Lina.
Yeah,
that is Lina's weakness. She is so susceptible to ganks on the mid lane. She is, of course, super strong to gank for. And look here. Ember running in. Very quick fellow. Just going.
SP. He might be quick, but March is the one who's being charged. Faith, he's got to go Riptide on the 2 of them, and there's more support. So Chuan comes in with the Fade Bolt. They Nether Strike over towards March, but this means QO. He'll keep the running going. The Haste Rune is going to wear off now, but it's enough time to get him back out to safety. And that Spirit Breaker with another kill, and also almost enough money for a full earn.
I can't believe he has 4 kills already at 6 minutes in. With a safe lane Spirit Breaker. Like, he's so quickly transitioning into fights.
And Darkseer has been slowed down. Like, he did finish up his... he's buying a mech after getting the Soul Ring, so that's fine for a Darkseer.
I reckon he's going for the Guardian Greaves, yeah.
Will make sense. Nice Observer Ward up there from MVP. So they can see when there's any kind of gank being prepared inside the jungle of Direside.
Yeah, very nice vision on their side. And they're going to back up and try to smoke here. The Spirit Breaker and Rubik can go together. They're going to go for bottom, I think.
Charge time. Actually, if he charges, he leaves Chorn too far behind.
Yeah, he has to wait a little bit. Right now, they're just letting the Naga Siren farm up top as well, so she's kind of holding that lane and not turning into a core, but just farming as a support.
They get it to level 6.
Yeah.
Because if they can get to level 6, they just stop the MVP fight.
It's
Yeah, Ferrari with the call down. He's got Laguna and just throws it on KP. There's no counter to this at all.
Yeah, good presence of mind, though, to Laguna Blade immediately there. If he didn't do it, you know, he would just be dead for a long time with Laguna ready. It doesn't matter if he has a little bit of cooldown when he respawns. Good to just dump your damage.
Just make the gyro work. He burns a Sal for it. Faith, ensnare, the TP finish from Burning, and March, well, he starts his surge. Snared up, they'll throw the wall down, but giving some damage over to Burning, but Febby with that extra Iron Shell and the Janata attack slowing down Burning so he couldn't run away. SB has finished his charge, but doesn't want to fight inside of a wall, and rightly so. Febby now, Janata 1 second, and this will slow Luo down, and now the double Iron Shell is going to burn through it, including QO arriving, and IG, this early advantage they have in the Spirit Breaker, they're giving back again. These kills are worth so much.
That's hilarious. Running next to him with 2 shells, and then the run in with the Flame Guard as well, and he also joins the running party.
It's all track kills as well. Bounty got 800 gold from these kills.
Yeah,
like
so
he did get both of the last hits, however, on Razor and Spirit Breaker. But actually, I don't think he didn't get the track kills. It was just the money from the kills.
Yeah.
If I do the math on that, there's no track. He just has track now.
The second kill could have been a track kill. He had mana and he had level 6, but the first one.
Chuan. The ping is coming out. It's like, guys, not feeling safe. He just manages to juke him, even though he has no idea he's doing it.
Hey, this Chon, it's 6th sense.
Well, he's going to get Sentry Wards now, so won't have to rely on just the 6th sense.
Yeah. I really like the rotation by MVP, by the way. Of course, the rotation top was really good, the Iron Shell Invis and so on. But just a gank mid on Lina, second time coming in with the Gyrocopter, that's a good heads-up play as well. Just stopping Lina before she starts snowballing out of control.
Keeping tabs on her closely now with the track. Burning's finding more space in the bottom lane, however. And this could be a bit of a problem now that MVP has had to group up a lot more with 3 heroes in the mid. They got the floater of March on the top up against Faith. And KP coming back down to bottom lane.
March is farming a lot now as well in the top lane because he's using the jungle and he's pushing the lane. So he's going to get really rich. In fact, he has really just got into top of net worth really quickly because Spirit Breaker was there and now Darkseer has just recovered really nicely.
Just sit and farm. It's amazing what they can do.
Iron Shell, dude. Such a good spell. Farming.
Especially when you got a Bounty Hunter you can combine it with.
Yeah, ever since they lowered the cooldown Iron Shell, it's such a good spell. 9 seconds. It's not much.
Looks like Ferrari now going to finish up. That should be Treads. And what should be the start of his Yule Scepter as well. As he gets the Sage's Mask.
Yeah.
Casual regen for now.
Trying to do something on mid, but it's pretty hard to get in on QO here as he's just playing safe.
Lua is still waiting for someone on bottom lane to attack.
Yeah, Febby is just waiting for someone top to defend. So both teams are kind of playing, you know, cat and mouse here.
Lua could have a crack at this, but Burning needs to be a little bit more in an aggressive position. And the charge needs to hit KP before he gets back into the range of the tower. Because if that happens, then Burning's just going to be in a position where he could die. TP support would just come in so quickly from MVP.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely taking a more static approach now.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Fire Remnant. That's a fun spell to steal.
That's
nice attempt
almost
here.
with Laguna Blade killing him off. The attack is going to connect on QO, but he had one charge up his sleeve, hence surviving.
Yeah, and of course Ember just jumps base and comes back again very quickly.
But Sean's got a way to follow in now. He's got Fire Remnant charges. If you wanted a way to get in range, or at least like leapfrog your way in range for a...
Yeah, or even just a strong nuke if you want to use it like that. As a Rubik, I guess that's fine.
Now they jump in on Ferrari and Chuan. Song of the Siren's going to go off. TP support's coming in. He caught March at the back end. And the triple spirits over on Nuts, but he actually hits him with a telekinesis throw down and hit. He hits Febby and March, but the damage is done. The Lina will die on the sides. QO actually. Lina not dead just yet, but she's tracked up. March is chasing it down. One punch. Just punch it. There it is. The double kill comes in for March.
He's got them karate chops. Very nice. And completely crushing IG there. Of course, you lost your Ember, but who cares? It's 3 kills, and 2 of those at least were track kills. Rubik using all his remnants to jump in like that was a little bit too much as he got stuck in all the enemies there. Should have had 1 defensively and maybe he would have lived.
And it's
But it's Gyrocopter, mainly. Like, Gyrocopter just wins this fight so hard. Of course, Darkseer did a lot of work as well, though.
Yep.
But Gyrocopter's call down is a massive, massive teamfight spell.
And it's that and the fact that Darkseer capitalized on all his almost 6k net worth.
Oh, he has a gem? Oh.
The Darkseer?
He does.
That's a very... Wait, what, really?
Yep. So, I don't know if they actually... I think they bought gem against the oh, not the Darkseer,
the Bounty Hunter. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm not seeing I'm seeing Darkseer try to save up for...
It's a replay bug, Toby.
Okay. Damn you. But
Bounty Hunter first.
with the amount of money he gets anyway, so yeah, why not?
I think it was IG that bought the gem and lost it, actually. I'm not sure.
It belongs to Febby. It's a Febby gem.
Oh, okay. I see. It's his.
If it's put on any member of IG or any other member of his team, then it actually shows the ownership. If it doesn't, then it belongs to the initial hero.
Yeah.
Here comes your charge. Wow, Luo. Yes. He was going underneath the tier 2 tower while his tier 1 tower on bottom lane is being heavily pressured.
Yeah.
They're ready to fight again, MVP.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There we go. Okay, so they're just forcing more issues here and playing around the fact that they have the mech so early up. But if they don't get contested, they're gonna get the tower, and look at how close he is to Guardian Greaves on the Darkseer. This is one of the few heroes that you can really naked rush the Guardian Greaves on. It's like him, Bounty Hunter, and Undying pretty much.
Is it worth doing it over
Maybe
something like a
Naga.
Blink Dagger, considering just how great MVP's fights have been so far?
I think so. I still think it's a very, very good upgrade. A lot of people are underestimating how much of an impact it does. But Blink Dagger, of course, could be useful, so it's always a team decision.
Right now, the team of MVP.
God, they have a lot of mana boosts.
Never-ending mana. So you get Greaves like, well, why do I even have to worry about it?
Yeah, definitely. Bounty Hunter just stalking, looking for anything he can find. Both teams playing a little bit slower than in the first 5 minutes of this.
Well, this is that critical time where I think IG realize if they lose a team fight, they probably lose Roshan as well. Or they just lose both their tier 2 towers in mid and bottom.
Yeah, and I think that Febby is probably going to go Blink Dagger on the Bounty Hunter, and he's getting pretty close on his gold. Either that, or he could go into Solar Crest, of course, but I believe Blink Dagger would be really good this game.
One way to keep up with that, well, I say with the Spirit Breaker, but it's one way to easily get tracks off, so you keep the vision beforehand.
It's so easy to track everyone, and then you can blink in to do just your shuriken. And you can even toss down a creep, as long as it's anywhere nearby, because it has such a huge bouncing range. And then it will keep bouncing on everyone.
That's your decision from March. So full Greaves are completed.
Nice.
As MVP keeps staring down this tier 2 tower. They've sent Nuts up to the top lane. He can TP to the tier 1 tower on bot lane. That still exists. In fact, MVP, they have every single tier 1 tower still remaining after taking all of the tier 1 towers of IG.
Yeah, this looked good in the beginning for IG when they were snowballing with their Spirit Breaker. He had so many kills already at 6 minutes in, but they couldn't keep up the pressure. And now MVP are slowly just taking control.
And IG try and spread out the control. They've got a gem over on the Nagasaran. They're trying to get rid of the vision of MVP. Hilariously enough, the Observer wards are up either too high, as she walked past one of the Sentry wards.
Yeah. They found the Sentry at least, but they actually managed to deward that that Observer. She ate it with the Tangle. Very nice.
That's one way to do it. And the other Observer ward's actually in a very, obvious position, but easy to see position going into the dire jungle.
Yeah.
And that's all of MVP's vision.
It's about to time out anyway, but it's more just being able to keep track of this little Bounty Hunter, who's right now just farming mid. He's trying to complete his item here, so definitely going for the Blink Dagger, I believe. Other than that, are we going to see a smoke up soon from IG? I think it's time. They have their smoke on Rubik, but they need to shove mid.
They're grouping like they want to.
Oh, that's a good steal. That's a really nice spell to have. The Flame Guard protecting you so much.
QO, pick up, throw down, and with Laguna Blade, charge and Nether Strike, they ensure there is no defensive Spirit jump. Yeah. And he had one too.
He had it out, but it doesn't matter. If you get lifted by Rubik, the chain stun is definitely there from Ferrari and Luo. Instantly smoking up.
Now they want to keep this momentum going. It's not just one kill and that's it. Nut's going to TP out just at the right time, as the Spirit Breaker was charging him down.
He makes it out fine, and they do see... They don't see... They saw him. The Bounty Hunter.
He sees everyone else. He tracked an illusion, and Faith is like, wait, I'm bringing the illusion to me.
Yeah. Well, that way, they still don't see the smoked up targets. He keeps farming. When he tracks an illusion, does he actually...
You don't get the true vision if that's what you're talking about.
No, I meant you actually find out how much gold the guy has if you track an illusion. That's pretty useful.
Yes. Yes, you would.
So it's always very easy to keep track of how much gold a Naga has then, if she split farms and stuff. That's good to know.
The 5-man smoke gank from MVP. They're coming down for Burning. He's getting too close to that BKB, and they're going to do something about it, as well as take the Tier 2 tower. Finger of Death from Nuts to ensure a very quick and decisive kill.
Man, Burning, he has had a pretty silent game here, but he's 0-3-1, and that pick-off, as you said, going to lead to this Tier 2 tower.
And if he had a silent game, he'd have more GPM.
True. That's how you want to slip by,
But,
unnoticed.
Shout out to Empire.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, silent. Such a good support player, and then he turned into an even better carry player. And it's like, wow, nice. Nice La.
Beautiful transition time.
His name is one of the most appropriate names in in the Dota scene, because you meet him in real life, meet him at a LAN event, and he just is. He's pretty silent until he gets to know you, and then he will start talking to you, but he definitely has a time before he's comfortable talking a lot to you.
Such a nice guy as well.
Yeah.
Got a very nice girlfriend as well. I believe they're planning. They've moved in together. They're planning on getting married at some point soon.
Yeah. Nice.
Just bringing everyone up with days of our Dota.
Yeah. The everyday life of our Dota players.
She's really nice though. She played in the Virtus Pro team.
Is it Silent and Mila?
Yeah,
together?
Mila.
Yeah, the two of them stack against me in pubs, and they're actually... She's really good, so they are tough opponents.
I nicknamed her the Pirate.
The Pirate?
Yeah, because she always has a hair which covers one eye.
Oh, I see.
That's Mila, the Pirate.
I don't think I saw her at a LAN event, just, you know...
She's always at the ones...
nightmare of my pub experience.
She was always in the Cyber Arena LAN. Other stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, nice for Sealant. Sealant.
Oh, Lure.
Spear Breaker, getting a little bit stuck.
Yeah, that's a tree line right there. Didn't break it on the way through. It is like he has done what Scotty didn't think was possible. He has defied the laws of physics. He can run through a tree without killing it. Yep.
There's more empty space than actual stuff, so he passed through the empty space, Toby.
Is he like Naga? Like what's the what's the box for a Spirit Breaker? You'd think it'd be pretty big, like with those shoulder pads.
No, it's fairly
He's like
big.
an NFL player, like slip through a kid's door. He could not do it.
It was more different in Dota 1, actually. Then they had one of these patches where they just kind of equalized everyone's collision size in Dota. Because now most of the units have the same blocking size, the same collision size on the heroes. But not everyone. Like Naga has 8 as collision size, and Chaos Knight has 24. So that's why you can't get people stuck in Naga illusions.
So what you're saying is Naga is really terrible at blocking a wave.
She's really thin. Yeah, she's slim.
I'm jealous of her. I'll get to the gym. I'll be as slim as Naga one day. I'll walk in and go, yep, I won't block you, down a wave.
Jesus.
Top lane push from IG. Yeah, that went to a dark place.
Okay, so not too much to say right now other than the fact that they're forcing mid now with the 10-second BKB on KP. So trying to pressure is MVP.
They just use KP as bait. Like he's the 10-second BKB you're talking about. There's a 4-man smoke from the rest of MVP. And now, well, the charge is coming to KP.
Duel?
And yeah, he just...
He was like, I'd take you on. I'll fight you.
I don't think it was the intention to fight them because he had no idea they were there. He ran into them and got stunned, I assume.
Yeah, it kind of happened. Maybe...
I looked away at the wrong time. I apologize, West Cameraman and TI.
He should have been charging mid. I think he charged...
He was charging KP. That's where I was looking.
Yeah.
Then I realized, wait, he's going to go through the MVP players burning.
He ran straight into line.
There's your setup. And maybe Nuts. Oh, the light strike away from Fire will catch him up. And the Sun. Oh,
no.
Oh, that's a little bit of mistiming.
Miscommunication.
But either way, QO is getting ready to fight the call down. Hitting hard IG! Back into a wall! Obliterated on the mid. Is there another stun? Something against Burning? There is not. But that is how you pop the top.
Yeah, beautiful there. March just getting in there, getting the vacuum. Not even with a blink. Just runs in there.
Why blink when you can walk?
Honestly, walking as well as he only has 2 points in Surge. He doesn't even need max Surge to do this. Beautiful execution by MVP. Nice team fight.
Oh,
there was a lot of missed timings there for IG, though.
Yeah.
They missed the stun on Lina. They missed the impale from Rubik. The Naga song was not used to great effect.
They've had a rough day. Then again, so was MVP. But I don't think MVP has a rough day as IG did.
Yeah.
Because there were some things which just fundamentally went wrong during their game with C9.
I mean, they got 4 kills in a series against C9.
Yeah,
That's when you're pretty sad. They pick up the medallion here.
Right, what did he...
They actually got back out.
There's like an orb of venom just sitting in the Rosh pit.
It's a bounty.
It's like the kids that leave their stuff all over the ground.
Yeah, you should have a talk with Febby.
Yep.
Nice, you had that talk.
He's got to
clean up.
Pick your clothes up, Febby. Pick them up.
Bottom, are they going to try and go in line? Yep, that's an easy kill.
Give it a shot. They could be quick about this. Then you charge in, you slave as well. Word Sean still, and he actually stole the Hex.
Yeah, level 1 Hex. It's still 2.5 seconds. Decent spell. Very good against Ember.
They still don't get the gem back. Like Lion, he wasn't holding the gem, right? Yeah.
No, Bounty Hunter has it.
So yeah, it's only in the hands of Bounty Hunter. But there were 2 gems on the field before.
Yeah, they lost their gem before, yeah.
Yeah, the other one's over on the courier that belongs to Faith.
Yep. They lost it. Oh, behind Luo.
Yeah, they get the track, and with the call down, Ferrari not hit by the first rocket. Curious up in the air. Ferrari wants to go for the light strike array, but KP turns on the flat cannon. Ferrari dropping so low for the flat cannon, damaging QO. Ferrari walked back into it. He goes for Laguna Blade, and QO actually dies. They had enough damage for it. They kill off 3 players. The Lion to start with, but the revenge of the Bounty and the Ember.
Yeah, and they're also healing up now, using the urn from Chon, just getting the HP back, taking this tower. No way for him to defend his MVP. Being outplayed a bit here.
And Luo managed to grab that gem back.
I can't believe how cocky Luo was, going behind everything there. Oh, he's charging mid now.
He's going more. He wants Nuts. Nuts can just turn and stun. He left the Observer. Yeah, he stopped to try and bring down the ward. Then realized maybe this isn't the greatest idea in the world.
Yeah, he should probably have friends when he does that. So he brings over the Lina and the Rubik as well.
Friends forever. Gives the extra money, Febby. Quick track on the Luo.
Yep, the little blink track. That's why Blink Dagger works so well with Bounty Hunter. You're always easily in range. You can keep track of your opponents easier.
It is funny when you look at MVP's position. Like, they put this aggressive Observer ward down. And when they planted this, MVP was probably like, yes, we are going to start sieging up IG. We are going to lock them inside their base. They've lost their gem. We can do this. And then you lose such a huge fight in bottom lane that this Observer ward becomes, like, I'd say useless, but it hasn't been dewarded yet. It's about to be. Luo is walking over there now.
I mean, it gives some relevant information, but yeah, in general, you always want to have your wards around where you're fighting, and then IG just took the fight to them on bottom lane. So that was a successful smoke gang to start things off.
Luo actually left the gem behind to give to Nagasaran, who now has her own form of Invis with Glimmer Cape. QO moving forward. He should get the vision right now on Burning. And Febby trying to also inch his way close so they can get that unobstructed vision through track.
Burning just pushing his body into the jungle here, staying in the trees. Completely hiding.
They know he walked in there. Like, they know he walked. They 100% know Burning is there.
You think?
Yeah, well, they were sitting there watching him. It was daytime. They definitely know. And when you get an Naga illusion being drained out, yep, it's IG moving forward. Protect their #1 position.
Oh, they're going in.
Yep, there's your pickup. KP, drop back, but nuts the back into the double stun. They're right on top of the wall, and the double spirits are on the way into. IG trying to stop the fun. It's the BKB from KP that isolated him out.
Nice
he
song.
will now die with that Song of the Siren allowing it to happen, but now QO in for the Searing Chains, catching out too. Ferrari's Yules at the bottom a little bit of time, but the Iron Shell's doing the work. He'll go down as well. Faith and Burning now trying to inflict that damage into QO with a finger of death stolen from Chuan, fighting his kill. Febby won't survive through the plasma field, dropping gems everywhere.
They have 2 gems now over on Naga Siren. A lot of the momentum swinging back for IG here. Oh, that's actually huge, and they're immediately going to find this ward that they saw before, actually.
They did have to buy back on Rubik, though, so Rubik lost a little bit of money for this, but you got almost 1,200 gold coming into the Razor and just shy of 1,000 on the Naga Siren.
Yeah.
Overall, the change actually isn't that much. Like, it's 1,000 experience advantage going the way of IG. That's really all.
Yeah, but then the 2 gems as well for the 1,800 gold that they're worth.
That does not come into the team fight recap.
Exactly. So that can play a big impact for sure. But as you said, the track gives a lot of golds towards MVP for every fight they take.
Spirit Breaker?
He's going for the range creeps.
Yeah, he started with the range creep because Darkseer showed himself a little bit later. Yeah. But when the double Iron Shells come up, there is no way Luo was standing in that lane.
No, you don't want to be there. Also, I haven't pointed this out, but there are 2 urns on IG, and they're both having charges because they're fighting and getting kills. So It works out for them.
There is a pride side to that. The earn negative charges do stack.
They do.
So you can do double the damage at the same time.
Yep, twice the damage.
Well,
It's extra efficiency.
if you're looking for those quick kills.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there's not much use to it. But
No, it's also always going to give the earn charges to the closest one to the guy who's being killed.
yep.
Oh, they're going to go and contest Roshan here. They had a ward. Saw them going.
No Song of the Siren on cooldown for 60 seconds, but in comes the Naga. They're
Dewarding.
going to get rid of the Observer Wall. They saw him walk in. The Observer Wall was put on the hill by Chuan, but now they jump up. Ferrari backed in. The Finger of Death, though, it doesn't really connect here. And once Chuan managed to steal, it's just Iron Shot, but Ferrari so low. The charge comes through the wall, bouncing back QO. March is the man who's so low on life, but they just keep battling out.
what an
Another
impale.
double stun over onto Burning. Can they actually finish the job? QO jumps himself away. IG have lost 2 here. The Darkseer is the only one to really die for MVP.
Yeah, that was... I mean, they lost the Lina and their Spirit Breaker, and I think they might be confident enough to take Roshan
I
here.
would be careful.
But
though.
they don't have...
Song of the Siren's up in 21 seconds.
Yeah, they don't have an earn. That's the problem. They can't go back to full HP. They lost the Darkseer after all.
And that got a little bit chaotic. My brain farted during the middle of that fight.
Wow, that was so close to them being able to just kill the Ember straight off. But I think actually that if Chon just got the lift on him, they could have killed him like that. But instead they got the Yules, took too long, and the rest of MVP just charged in behind the Ember. And it got too difficult.
Probably think he just got to take him out of play beforehand.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot easier once this Lina finishes her Aghanim Scepter.
Definitely. That is a huge thing. And when she gets her level 16 with it, that's a very, very good tool to have.
Battle Fury, 29-minute Battle Fury for QO. It's just been one of those games.
Yeah.
That's really late for an Ember Spirit.
He has been struggling a lot in this game. He has. And I don't know. It's just a pressure, it feels like. It's not like when we saw EG play and Sumail had, what was it, the second highest farming Ember ever in competitive history. Got some really, really good farm.
That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
The BKB's now done for Luo. They're leaving the gems back at base, so obviously Faith just holds on to one.
I mean, right now it's tough as well for MVP to get good wards down. They've been pinging out where they think the wards are, and they are correct. IG.
The only issue is they need the vision of the high ground.
Yeah, they should go there and check it. They're being spotted now with Burning. Can MVP do anything about it, though?
Probably not a lot. Burning's just backing up. MVP is too far away. They still want to just take Roshan. But Ferrari's making the most out of the time. Like, he's farming up top. He's pushing it towards the tier 1 tower, which isn't that low on life, but it's decently low.
Yeah. I think they need to bring Ferrari soon, but it's fine for him to take the tier 1 at least,
Yeah.
or try.
That's his Aghanims if he gets it.
Yeah.
Like, he takes the creep wave out right now, and that's almost his Aghanims. He's 50 gold away.
Are fortified.
Yep.
And they will fortify on it. So he could just sell that he's actually got a magic stick he could sell and have the cash for it right now.
Yep, there we go. Going back to base soon, and we're actually getting it delivered with the courier here. And next team fight, he's going to be looking to delete people very quickly, and the gyrocopter is an ideal target now. How much HP does he even have?
1700.
Yeah, 1700 is not that much when you consider the amount of damage Alina puts out. And if she can get level 16, that's 950 pure damage.
Yep. As opposed to 675 it is currently.
Yeah.
But she's only half a level away from that. Next
Oh,
team fight,
Febby.
if she stays alive, will work.
Febby just barely staying out of vision here.
He's still he's got the track, so he knows what he's up against. And he sees Faith and Lure on the side.
Now they see him.
Well, they jump in.
He blinks away.
Yeah, they jump in for Roshan. With the Naga Illusion scouting out everywhere here, it's really difficult to get an advantage MVP around the pit. And they know that because the Song on the Siren this time is up from Faith.
It is, definitely. So he's ready to take that fight. I don't know.
They're still working
They're
on him.
still trying, but they are... I think they were scouted at least, and they're going to go with the smoke. They're going in there.
Naga Illusions will be the first ones in.
They should be in good time as well.
He's still got QO forcing the bottom lane.
Well, they're charging
Yep,
nuts.
but they're charging over to Nuts. They're trying to split the fight up. They want to fight inside the pit. They want to go, okay, Mandrain's not the greatest steal. And March actually pulling Burning up on the cliffside. He'll trigger the BKB, still holding onto that Eye of the Storm of his. And Faith wanting to stop the fight. Burning actually TPing himself back to base and away. They'll lose the Naga Siren. while Kuro might be thrown around by Chuan.
Oh my god.
IG just missing their targets, and Luo is going to drop as well. This is Roshan for MVP.
That fight started so good, but then suddenly Burning was on a cliff, and they're like, what do we do? If they could just, you know, Light Strike Array and cut him out of the tree line there, they could have actually fought, but instead he TP'd away. That looked so great for him from the beginning.
Yep. And when the Song of the Siren came out, I thought maybe they can correct it. Like, they had the time.
He stopped the song
Yeah.
and immediately died afterwards because he did it.
It seemed really weird. Like, why did he stop the song?
Oh, the communication in that fight was not on point. Like, they were... He probably used it at a point when they were trying to kill someone. They're like, no, don't song. And he just canceled it and died. So...
Yeah, that song was the only way they get the Razor free.
He had to song
And he
there.
actually had to keep the song up too, so the rest of his team could escape.
I mean, with the song up, going back, it's very easy to play hindsight, and especially from the caster perspective, of course.
Yep.
But if they songed and then just ran up, killed the trees with a Light Strike Array, the fight would have been easy from there on, because Razor would have been able to do something.
Yep.
As opposed to just having to TP
A
out.
BKB level 3 Eye of the Storm that was... Well, the BKB was triggered, but the Eye of the Storm never was.
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
no damage inflicted into MVP. He could have even started a static link. There were 2 heroes that were in range of him, considering the Darkseer joined him on the cliffside.
Yeah, exactly. Could maybe even have fought that, but...
But that was the goal of March. The goal of March was to drag as many people up on the cliff as possible and then just iron shell them down.
Because that looked like a pretty bad vacuum at first. He only really pulled the Razor. He got him up, but no one else was really affected. So I thought they would be able to take that fight, but did not go their way.
No, it did not. So for now, MVP, they hold their advantage, which is almost 12,000 net worth.
Yeah, Nuts must have been proud. He died immediately in the fight, and then he was like, go team, you can do it. And they did.
It was the greatest choice though from IG, like to charge after Nuts.
Yeah.
You actually forced MVP to come out of the Roshan pit and fight against you. And they're happy to fight in the Roshan pit with Cold Down, Flag Cannon, Ember Spirit doing his thing, Bounty Hunter Tracks, and Darkseer just
Now
backing
you're
and
against the
walling.
mages.
It's perfect. But yeah, now you're fighting up against Nagus the Immortal, Gyrocopter, who could just soak up everything you throw at him.
Yeah, that makes it so much more difficult. And we're going to see
Ferrari.
Yule's done.
Yule's the Light Strike Array, but he was too early on the Light Strike Array. He'll ulti
Wow.
Laguna Blade QO down, did not have his guard up, and March being charged down by Luo, but KP way too deep. You're going to
Oh,
burn
they
the
can't save
Aegis
him.
the Immortal. The snare's still on cooldown, but Ferrari preparing the Light Strike Array. This time he'll get his timing right. And KP's down for the count. Well, and even Luo, he's going for further, he's going more, but Nuts can see him.
Yeah, and he does not have a BKB this time, so he's
Stun.
just going to get stunned.
Yep. And no mana.
All the mana is gone. He's like, thank you very much.
Lion actually has Finger of Death up.
Yeah, he does.
So if you commit underneath the tower, it could have just turned, drained the mana, and...
What an amazing hold that was by IG, but I don't understand why Gyro would dive there. He was getting way too confident.
Radiant's middle
It
tower
seemed
is under attack.
a little crazy from MVP, but
Well coordinated.
crazy is this game.
Yeah, well coordinated though by IG to be able to burst that Ember before he did anything. And the Lina damage definitely came into play.
Yeah, that Laguna Blade.
Top tower is
Like,
under
how much damage do you actually deal to that Ember Spirit in his current position? With the Lina now having a level 3 Laguna Blade with
I mean-
pure damage.
That's 950 immediately, and then you just need to bring in some right clicks during the stun duration, and he's dead. That's pretty much all you need.
Luo, a little bit of trouble for him. Kuro is having a bit of a crack, but beauty of charge away. Vac couldn't get there in time to cancel it. They tried. And the Spirit Breaker Illusions are trying to also take the last hit, the Tier 1 tower. They'll fortify and protect it to deny it.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Fortifying and then denying. Nice.
That's going to come off cooldown anyway, so hey, why not?
Exactly. Tron working on his next item here on bottom lane. Could be either Ghost Scepter or Force Staff.
It should be the Raghanim's.
Yeah, Aghanims would be nice, but I think in this game you might need the Ghost Scepter just because of Gyro. But Aghs is truly amazing, so I wouldn't blame him for going for it.
Just having the stats would be nice.
Yeah.
Like, because that will actually help him to survive the initial flat cannon hits. Because this Gyrocopter still doesn't have a Demon Edge. Like, it's still an SMY with BKB Helm.
He will, though. And Tron won't have the chance to add a lot more items before the Gyrocopter has an MKB and stuff. So
True.
if you want to get a Ghost Scepter, you get it now. You won't have time to buy 2 more items. Not as a support in general. Slow item progression.
Ferrari using his Yules to dispel that track. Not wanting to allow them to have any kind of vision on
See,
IG's
yeah.
movements. And in fact, they're grouping up. They're really tight for a smoke right now.
They are.
They don't even have one.
I don't think they have one.
There's not one on any of the heroes.
They don't have one on the in their base, and no one in the shop either. So they have to wait
6 minutes almost.
a long time. And March just gave the order to his entire team that they should be pushing out the side lanes. So trying to get every lane in good balance to go high ground. But I don't think they can go high ground until they get a new Aegis. And even then, they need to play it better.
You need to wait until 41 before Roshan's going to spawn out with that Aegis. But at least it's a quick spawn. It's 30 seconds out of the 3 minutes potential spawn time.
True, true.
What's burning after? Like, yay, AC. It's a point booster coming in for Chuan, so it is going to be the Aghanims.
That's nice to have the Salkress.
He's dropping the TP scroll to have the point booster.
Yeah,
better be worth it.
I suppose he wants to have his magic wand, and he's probably never going to be in a place like they're not playing close to the Radiant base.
Actually, no, he drops the Ogre Club to get an Observer Ward instead.
That's
the Vision Man.
That's what you need. You need to have your magic wands, the mana, the HP, the surprise factor. How many times have you seen people survive with a magic wand during this TI? It's a thing even professionals struggle against it.
I hate to say it, man, but Chuan's still at Hogwarts. It's only a stick.
Oh, that's so sad.
He's not graduated yet. Now, charge coming in on QO. Nice pick up by Chuan with a Blink Dagger. They Laguna and just destroy QO.
Yeah. Good thing they have so many things to bring there, because Ferrari missed his Light Star carry, but the Spirit Breaker is on top of that perma-bashing game. Got the ulti going and the charge. Nice damage.
Throw as many stuns as he got.
I'm not surprised to see that burning is top on the net worth. That, you know, that just feels like home.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would ever say that would be a surprise. But at the same time...
Even playing a Razor, like in this game.
At the same time, he's very close to March. In fact, March and him are trading places currently for net worth. And with the double Iron Shells on the top, they're burning Sea to farm the creep wave in return.
Oh god, it's a tight battle for a top farm.
And he's got him on your nose. MVP. Just in front.
Just barely. So
charge.
aggressive
They're chasing
moves.
after Nuts, and Nuts doesn't actually see him coming, so doesn't get the initial stun, which means now Lure can go to work.
Oh, he can't
Hexed
blink.
up. He lost his teammate, the Bounty Hunter, be a 4-staff down and away to safety.
Yeah, very nice. That's the dream. You always want to charge over the trees or come from Fog of War. That way you don't even have to have your BKB ready. Nice initiation there, and they did get the bounty, as you said. Nice pick off. First, the Daedalus is up for the Ember. So he has Drums, Battle Fury, and Daedalus. Starting to get relevant.
This game's going to get a little rough in a moment. The Bounty, like, the Ember Spirit, as you said, like, he's becoming irrelevant. But the push into MVP's high ground for IG is so difficult unless you find these earlier pickoffs. And what have you got really as damage-wise from their team? Like, most of it comes from the Razor, and
Both teams are...
he doesn't even have the Aghanim Scepter.
Both teams are sort of lacking when it comes to high ground pushing potential. Both have really good defensive skills. So I think Aegis is, again, the key component. They cannot do anything without it. But as I said before this game started, that they rely on killing stuff and then making, you know, stuff happen.
All right, so 30 seconds. And Roshan is back in the world of the living. That Lena illusion is going to time out before that point, however. So they won't get instant vision of it. As now, well, Chuan... I don't know if that was an attempted slider fist telekinesis.
That would have been sick. That would have been the play. I think it was an
You'd have
attempt
to be
at-
so quick, though.
Yeah.
Because you only get the vision for a microsecond.
I mean, you could probably shift click that.
But only if you kept the vision.
Yeah, I mean, only if you... Yeah, exactly. Only if you see him.
Luo, front lines. Febi's right on top of him. And he's just going to track it, so Luo's going to be careful. He doesn't want to waste the dust charge, however.
Yeah,
And who's got the
reveals-
vision now? You just send Naga illusions in. That'll do the work.
Yeah, they see everyone, and Q is aggressive here. He wants to find someone, even drumming for this.
Really?
Yep.
Well, he found Burning.
Yeah, but his team is kind of far away.
And now Chuan blinks in, and the Spirit back into a 4-man wall, but there's no follow-up to any of this. And in fact, Chuan stealing wall to make his own copies. The Song of the Siren will come out. But the rest of IG, they don't want anything to do with this. But they're trying to. Slider Fitzer in chain. He caught up to Luo, slowing him down. Burning will trigger the BKB with the Laguna Blade. They do not kill the Gyrocopter. No Song of the Siren to stop this, and Nuts missing the stun. He literally did a sidewinder around Ferrari's body, while QO being tossed around like a ragdoll by Chuan. But they just keep going in deeper. Now KP, too deep. Luo gets another strike, but they back in, looking for even more damage with the Son of Faith. The Glimmer Cape protecting him as again, Luo just running himself outside of his own base into the slot of Fist-Searing Chains, and the bounce up, killing almost Ferrari. Yule Scepters to safety. It was the track glaive bounce.
Always fun to see that Shuriken bounce back and forth. So much going down, and in the end, Gyrocopter and Spirit Breaker, the ones to fall. What a deep dive, though. Again, MVP, they need to learn that the base of IG is dangerous to run into. And then Luo kind of repaid the favor there.
Well, at least they see Roshan now.
Yep.
If they had a little bit more life on that Ember Spirit, they could potentially go for it.
Yeah, maybe. He's so damaged right now, so they could, of course, wait and TP out and jump back in.
Yeah, both teams are really terrible, actually, at Roshan, so...
Hey, man, they have a medallion on or Solar Crest even on Bounty Hunter.
Huge.
He can do something.
Something is always good. Spirit Breaker, walk in there and tank for us. Burning will now do his 170 damage. 500.
Hey, man.
Life hero.
Doesn't have to be fast if you kill the enemy team first.
There's him down on Spirit Breaker. Luo may be late, but he gets there in the end.
Good old 43-minute medallion.
We
They realize that their Roshan is just kind of pathetic right now, so they're like, yeah, we need to speed it up.
And with the movement in the Solar Crest, it makes sense. Aghanim Scepter is now up for Chuan. He also has his level 3 ultimate, so level 16 Rubik. But also, have to remember, that's a 4-level null field.
Yep, that is. And I like the medallion purchase and the fact that you saw last fight how Sleight of Fist and Battle Fury and Daedalus were just working together. Because they ran back to back, trying to get away from MVP. And they just got so much cleave damage. But as you said, magical damage, not that worrisome for them now. No field. Oh, they're going to smoke up, going for a move.
They can't go for Roshan, though. Ember Spirit left his spirit inside the pit, so just sneaking their way in and taking it will not be possible. They need to find kills, and that's what they're drawing a line for. Loop through the jungle. Fabi's the closest man to it. The Yule Scepter him up. At the same time, KP Chuan with that stolen Hex, going to pick him up and throw him down. He still wants to get a steal ability here, as they've already killed off the Bounty Hunter. Gyrocopter being bounced around again with that SB, and Laguna Blade to find the double kill.
There's also a gem that was dropped here, so they're going to take another gem away from MVP. Is that their third gem then? Because they bought one.
I think it's just a 2. Is it?
No, that's the third one.
There's two on IG and there's one back in base. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ah, snap. Meanwhile, bottom lane, QO is doing it solo. He's actually taking a tier 3 tower while IG try and finish. And okay, Luo is not going to have a bar of this. He's chasing after the Ember now. Where's the Spirit jump to? It's inside Roshan.
Oh,
QO is going to come in for this one. March also, the back into the wall on Burning. Luo's come all the way back because the charge didn't disjoint. So QO's down. The Finger of Death comes in from Nuts, but it's not enough work. You might have killed off Burning. And Roshan actually is killing him off. Ember Spirit buys back into the game. Luo's running away from March, but charges over to Nuts. Gets him away from the Iron Shell, but March blinks in. Wants to keep going. Ensnare. Luo, he just wants space, but he cannot find it. Not once the Ember Spirit comes in for the Sleight of Fist.
Roshan
IG
is so low, and going in.
QO was in the song!
The song, they
Sleep
can't kill Roshan?
Like walking into the pit, they're walking into the wall. They want to kill you can't kill Roshan in this time. Burning triggers the BKB, the back, dragging them over the cliff face, down into the pit, and then stolen by Chuan. QO and Marsh, they're still in here. Roshan! Another kill! MVP Roshan, but triple kill for Burning! MVP are gone! Roshan, you are a boss!
Roshan going for that positive KDA once again. What a hero he has been today. And that's a dieback from the Ember as well. He's dead for so long now.
Roshan's actually got 5 kills over the course of our stream today so far.
Yeah. He's almost rocking 1 kill per game. He is, actually.
Yes! 5 and 5, man. 5 and 5.
Dear God. What a boss.
Oh, man. But the turnaround was so crazy. They're like Darkseer coming in for the back. Then Rubik. Chuan was always on the money. We almost want to give him, like, again, like huge props. Rubik, just in general props. You understand why this hero is picked so often in the Chinese scene.
Yeah, and the fact that they're so used to playing with it as well. You could tell that he's experienced with it. The way he positioned himself is really good, and he was prepared for all these spells that he stole. Well done. And they're going to go in force mid now. 45 seconds, still an Ember. Mid tier 2 should be easy. Well, maybe even more.
Burning feels immortal. 3 buybacks from MVP.
Blink over Onaga now as well.
Well, that's one way to get a Song of the Siren off.
Yeah.
Or an Ensnare.
Or even catching up to your team. She's kind of far behind.
She just doesn't have that movement speed. Lina and Razor, they just run so fast.
Yeah, definitely. Could be nice to get a Vladimir's for someone on IG just to protect against the physical damage.
That'll be nice. Luo charging in right through the pit of the tower, but the stun's going to work from line this time around. Luo not committing to BKB, and they're all pretty tracked up.
Yeah, that they are.
So they would have seen them plant that ward as well.
Yeah, they definitely do. Like, the track is so annoying to play against, so all your moves are being read by MVP immediately here.
That's why March just TPs away after the charge begins.
Yep. All of them being revealed, but I don't think that MVP can take the fight for bottom tower anymore.
Not while Burning has Nagus the Immortal.
Yeah, they do have the MKB on Gyrocopter, but is it enough?
It's hard to say when you've also got Lifesteal now over on Burning. Like, he's actually building into a Satanic.
I love that. Like, a lot of people don't go for lifesteal on Razor, maybe go for more DPS item or Aghanims,
But he
etc.
gets DPS because he used the Helm of the Dominator on the Alpha Wolf.
Yeah.
So his whole team is actually gaining DPS.
And he's also stealing damage from the enemy later on, so his damage will be considerable.
Yep,
With the attack speed from the Salcuras. I like the build.
it works. Now, did they push it? You got Aegis the Immortal and you got 3 heroes on buyback for MVP.
I think you're back, because of the reason that you just took 2 towers. Normally you have a lot of gold to spend then. So 4k gold on Razor, 3k gold on Rubik. 3k gold on Rubik again?
Yeah.
Like, what happened there?
He was involved in 5 million kills.
Yeah.
He's
He's just been doing
slight
work,
exaggeration. But he's 4-3-15. Like, you're 19 out of the 30 kills as a Rubik.
Man. Yeah. I mean, he's really high on the GPM in this game.
He's
for
got
a
more
Rubik.
than Naga, who would have started the fight with, like,
He's-
Riptide on everyone.
He's not too far behind the Ember. Like, look at it. Ember and Lina are just 4k ahead. You can do it, Rubik.
Wait, what's this net worth?
He's actually at 12,000. I don't know, man.
The carry is real.
Just-
It's like watching Sadeko in RV. It's like, well, okay, support has turned core.
Yeah, definitely. Come on, just buy a Desolator on Rubik and steal Sleight of Fist. That's the play, Toby.
It is, though, absolutely hilarious when you watch Luo at 10,000 net worth, and then you hit the Naga, and then you hit the Rubik, and then you hit the other core.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's really...
it's been kind of rough, though, for Luo, because he's the meat shield.
Oh,
March, he didn't see this one coming. Chuan jumps in. They back it back. Might want to say that a little bit longer. Okay, screw it. They have a 50-second nuke from, cooldown nuke from Lina.
Yeah. And Ferrari's doing really well in this game. He had a tough early game, but he's now on a monster kill. So 11, 8, and 13 mid. Are they going to try on Burning?
They could try it, but... And Chuan
Ages.
stole Iron Shell. So he's put a level 4 Iron Shell on Luo.
Yep. Iron Shell Cow. Very nice. Charge in with that.
That's so dangerous.
It is. It's a good spell.
Heroes like Bounty, you only have like 1k life. That's not a lot to work with. Chuan just blinked in looking for the grab as well. Because he saw him because of the Naga illusion.
Yep.
Having that true sight.
I'm keeping my eyes on Chon in the next team fights.
I'm watching my eyes on Ferrari. That Laguna Blaze still on court. Chuan picks up a KP. Again, Ferrari uncharacteristically missing the timing on these light strike arrays. But now Chuan's found himself a stun. He's found himself an Earth Spike. But he's also found himself tracked.
All of them are tracked. That's going to happen whenever you want to push like this, but still fine. They forced the buyback on Darkseer, and they're just going to back off.
Yep. The Aegis is timing out.
That's all they
It's
wanted.
only got like 3 seconds left on it, or roughly that.
Yeah.
And in fact, boom, there it is. Again, I read analog.
Well done.
Being part of the old school team.
Jesus.
Shout out to all the plus 30 guys who are tuning in.
Toby was there before Digital Age.
I was, actually. I really was.
You're so cool, Toby. You're my idol.
I was back when kids didn't have mobile phones.
Damn. Them 6-year-old with iPhones, though. You got some words of wisdom, Toby?
Put a phone down. Pick up a mouse.
A ball mouse?
A ball mouse where you got to clean out the little dust that's in the rollers. Ah, the pain, the frustration, the anger I feel right now.
Jesus. Oh, look at the smoke from MVP.
This is so aggressive, but Burning is inching his way forward. That Colbert, they're actually giving movement speed that way. Nuts will jump in, they go for Burning, and now Song of the Siren. Fate jumps over, they'll isolate KP again with Laguna Blade. It's the Song of the Siren. Immunity is now beyond Slider Fist! The fucking wall! IG! Oh my! You're gonna lose Burning as well! The Koreans are rampaging all over IG! Faith is in trouble! He'll try and break free, but it's just not possible! The Ember Spirit proving its worth! Investment!
That double Battle Fury doing so much work. He actually picked up an extra Battle Fury after his first Daedalus. So, oh my god. When they stack up like that, they just die. Next fight, they have to spread out.
But they thought they were fine. They turned the Song of the Siren off. It's like, we killed the gyro. We should have won the fight. IG, you should have won the fight.
Yeah, they forgot about QO. What a monster.
Oh, now they can hit back. They can even take... Wait, how are we looking for our buybacks? We have... Well, buybacks just came off cooldown for the Lina. So she's back in the world of living and will, in fact, buy back. There is not enough money for the Razor to buy back, but MVP are happy with it. They're going to fall back out. And how much they get from that...
Oh my god. Yeah, that was definitely
what is this graph?
Fight.
Like, seriously, this graph is Batman.
Yeah,
this graph is legitimately Batman.
It's a sign, Toby. They're trying to summon Bone 7.
Look at this. I don't know if that's really Batman, though. It's like Batman with a cape about to be made.
Yeah, something happened there.
What is this game? Is this even Dota?
Not sure, dude. Not sure. Wow. I wonder how IG are going to take the next fight, because if they're even close to stack up, and they don't even need to stack up that much. If they stack up a little bit, Battle Fury is going to do so much work.
It's the vac radius. It really is the vac radius. And like, it's also not just the Battle Fury doing the work. It's how do you even get a creep wave up the hill now?
Yeah.
Like, the Ember Spirit got so much money. He's up at 3.8k gold now on this Ember Spirit. He could go for the second Daedalus.
He could.
If he wants to. Like, where's that courier headed right now? He's headed to the secret shop, and he's busy farming. So
I think either that or just going for a Blink Dagger would be fine, because Blink Dagger does so much work as well for an Ember. But more damage would be
he's going hard.
Monstrous.
Oh, wait, no, that's KP.
Oh.
That's the Satanic. That's the Satanic for Gyrocopter.
That would be the first ever heart Ember.
I'm like waiting for like the Ember Spirit to pick it up item. He's got 4.5k gold, and like the first thing I see purchased is a Reaver. Could you actually imagine a Satanic Ember Spirit? How did that? You get
full
live.
HP,
You get live steal from every Sleight of Fist, right?
Yeah, you get full HP by Sleight of Fisting.
No, it wouldn't that terrific, but
I mean that's kind of nice, but it's still so much money invested. It's too much money for just that.
I like how Faith just went on like a undercover mission. He glimmer caped, so he was capable of getting the Observer Ward down without getting spotted.
He was glimmer capable.
Wow, I thought my domain was really, really bad puns.
Oh, Toby, look at the Spirit Breaker. He's going for a Rod of Atos.
Wait, what?
It's happening.
He actually is. He actually is. Tick it off my list.
Hashtag real hype.
The real. Wait, is it on the courier already? Like, is it too? No. There's still some time. And Luo, it could just be a casual Vit booster, because the buyback for him is short by 450. He should be able to find that money during a team fight.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Atos is the play against the Darks here.
It's it's not. But it could be up against the Gyrocopter once you can slow him down and kill him off, or Ember Spirit, who's just going to spirit away.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Toby. We won't see any Rod of Aoi.
Maybe not. We also have a Liquid Sphere on QR. So he's got protection now against the initiation of the Yule Scepter, or potentially Chuan messing around with the Ember.
Yeah, definitely, because Tron has been jumping him and lifting him whenever the Spirit Breaker is about to hit him. So very well played by Luo and Tron together. This is going to stop that. Actually, it's going to stop it very early, as the charge is going to break the Lincolns.
Okay, so Roshan is making us wait. It's almost a full 3 minutes you have to wait for. Now, IG is also smoking up.
Oh.
MVP do have a smoke, but they didn't decide to use it.
Careful on Ferrari now, because there's a Lotus Orb on the Bounty Hunter.
All right, wait, what?
And you might be, returning
And you may not even see it coming.
Exactly.
Because he could just be sitting there invis the entire time. Now, up they come. Febby, quick blink away. That was some reaction. Ferrari thought it was someone else around the sidelines. At KP, they move forward. No tracks over an IG, so Febby, now we can actually get one over on Burning, and they get the vision on the rest of them. A jump in, and can they get the opening? The cooldown's in a good position. Burning standing his ground. Ferrari already done 300 life, and the Song with the Siren. They can stare on KP. Again, isolating him, but his BKB doesn't last long enough. It's Marge who's actually the one being isolated, and they move back in again, looking for the ulti. It's QO, the man they're trying to beat, but he jumps further away to safety, while Burning
Such a
isolated on one side.
fight.
They're everywhere right now. The charge back over. Let's just focus on QO. The Lincoln Sphere protected him from Ferrari. The damage never even arrived. While QO, Sleight of Fist, 1 second. A crit could even kill off Luo. And it's not enough. Nuts right behind him, looking for the stun. He's not in range of Luo, so he just settles for Chuan. The Gem of Truce will be dropped. Everyone charging away. And somehow, there is only one casualty
Rubik.
of war through this entire clusterfuck of a fight.
Toby is not satisfied. One guy died in all of that? How did that even happen?
Don't worry, Ember Spirit gained 428 gold for that. And now they're going to go for Roshan. No Song of the Siren. It's very possible to do this. And Nuts, is he trying to block positions right now? Like, trying to foresee a charge? Either way, it's Aegis and Cheese coming in for MVP. The Naga illusions are on their way. Burning's around the corner, but they're all too late.
Yeah, they are too late. And I was impressed by how IG spread out throughout the fight so they didn't stack up for the Ember.
Yep.
But then they can't really focus one guy down quickly and kill them.
Then they had no power. And
Exactly.
even when that Laguna Blade did go off, like...
Lincolns.
Yeah, it was blocked. It would have been enough for the kill, but the Lincolns came off cooldown, and you can't blame Ferrari for that. Like,
No.
the fight started, you would have assumed something, somewhere along the lines, would have popped that Lincoln Sphere. You were listing all the things before.
Exactly.
That never happened.
Never happened, man.
So, Plasma Field up. These illusions have to move forward for the Naga Siren. Burning getting Searing Chains nuts with a stun. There's not enough mana for a Finger of Death. Now there is. He drains it out of Burning. Give him energy right now as Burning defending behind the tower. There's Cheese and Satanic on Gyro. So difficult to kill.
Yeah, very, very. And this tower is going down really quickly. They are glyphing it up, trying to protect. Rubik respawning soon.
Another Sleight of Fist over on Burning, but not enough of a crit. But KP just keeps doing the work. The Solar Crest isn't making life any easier as now, well, hello Burning. Starts stealing the damage off KP. Not quick enough. Gets hexed up Ferrari. Misses the moment.
Spirit Breaker trying to go in, but backing out again.
It's just so dangerous. Like, you charge at the start and then you just freak the crap out because MVP is going to Sleight of Fist chain you, or you're going to be caught in the middle of a cooldown. Chuan jumping forward. He still should be stealing some level of ability, which he hasn't done yet.
Top is pushing so much as well. All these range creeps and the catapults. They're losing the tier 3 there as well.
I would say it's a slow siege, but it's more like, it's like vultures picking apart a corpse.
Yeah, it really is.
Bit
Man.
by bit, you just chip away.
So brutal, Toby.
Imagery is my thing.
Damn.
Burning. He's got a Plasma Field again in this creep wave as KP getting slowed down as he tries to move forward. And Burning getting a rocket to the front. Also the barrage, but he's so tanky. Having that Satanic of his own, if he can get good stolen damage, he'll go back to full life. They pick up KP. Remember, can they get him before the Cheese? The Lotus Orb's on top of him. They can't do it. They jump in, and they actually do get through the Gyrocopter. Burning, however, taking so much damage, still never got the Satanic off, and they hold the fight. There is the Cross of Death recovering the middle racks. Faith just puts them all into a deep slumber. The tracks still keep coming on, and Faith, where is the slowdown? They'll lose their melee racks. Chuan actually force-staffed into it all.
They're trying to hex it, but he can't get
March,
it.
the charge, pushing him down, and the bash, 17%. They've got one. The Sleight of
Oh,
Fist,
God.
they're all so low, but it's just not enough damage to put them in the grave. Merely cripple them.
Yeah, the melee rack is still alive, and they can't get back in. They're backing out.
They can't even finish it.
Oh,
Like,
man.
the only way they kill that right now is if, like, all of IG walk through the wall and make copies of themselves.
That's what would happen in a pub, Toby. It's like, oh, we held, guys, and then just walk through the wall, and oh, what? Melee Rax has fallen?
Well, after having games which Cloud9 crushed both of these teams today, we hit over the hour mark with MVP versus IG in what can only be described as Batman.
I mean, it is a very, very brutal game, and as we described earlier, it's super important who wins this because you have to 2-0. Like, if you want to get in the upper group or upper part of the group stage, you need to get a 2-0 here.
Yep.
For MVP or IG.
Either that or you settle yourself to go in through the lower bracket.
Yeah. And that's a risky road.
It is. They just keep now IG. Like, do they even have a hope to finish this game? Like, how do they still go high ground? Like, you're defending, and that's terrific. Both teams are fantastic at defending, but no one's good about going high ground.
I think IG is going to be stronger now as they're starting to pick up an item on Burning. I'm not sure where he wants to go for. He could go Divine here, honestly.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they have the Song to Disjoint. They have really good stuff. He has the Demon Edge. He could go MKB
I
if he
suppose
wants
it would
to.
solve the problem of having to steal all the damage away from MVP if you've got it yourself.
I mean, he has a Satanic, and he has plenty of HP, and a Song to protect him, plus Glimmer Cape and everything else. I believe he could honestly do it.
MVP's coming again. There's BTs over on the Darks here. He's got one boot for each foot. And he'll come back towards the mid lane in a moment, except he needs the creep wave to stay alive. Q is even denying at this point. Like 62 minutes in, he's denying range creeps against Invictus Gaming.
It's just a mid-player habit, dude.
Take it all, give nothing back.
Just happens.
All right, so now Marsh TP'd into the creep wave, which was halfway up the mid lane. They're going to come again. But Song of the Sirens back off cooldown. How many spirits have we got? QO has already used all of them. He's got them sporadically placed around. And he just goes up on the high ground. Remember, he's still got the Aegis Immortal. This is what they're trying to capitalize on. Can you actually check the time? I don't know how long that Aegis Immortal's got left in it. Go read Analog.
Yeah.
Double Light Striker rate. This time
Oh, it's
Ferrari.
timing out
QO and
very
KP. He's going to look for the timing on QO. We'll keep our eyes on him. The Aegis Immortal still hasn't
It's
gone.
gone now.
Man, 1 second. It's actually out. When he's at 600 life, they have to bail out here, MVP. They no longer are the Immortals. And maybe, well, the Rax is just so tempting. They wanted Burning is stunned up. Remember, he's got Satanic Ferrari. Look at the blade. Chorn's in there. They've got the gyrocopter down the back in from March, however, with the wall. But where's the damage? He's in standard controlled. You might actually have that Shuriken toss bouncing around, but the damage is enough. They do bring down one, which is the Spirit Breaker. But Chorn back out again. Hold the fun. The Song and the Siren is going to work. Do they reset? Do they find a kill? Ferrari, they turn off a QO. He got the Slider Fist off Ferrari so low. March can't reach him. Chorn comes in and slaps him in the face.
Oh my god, what a back and forward fight. The buyback from Darkseer now, but they're still losing that fight, and the Rax are still standing for IG. Very well played in that team fight.
And they just keep defending, and Razor buys the Daedalus. So
Yeah.
it's not the Rapier, it's the safety Daedalus, but he's still got Daedalus and buyback available. The only person that the two people that don't, because of timeout, because of already buying back, is the Darkseer and the SB.
Exactly.
And then
from
you've
this
got the
fight.
Bounty Hunter who's just short by 800 gold, but he gets that during fights.
The rest
he's
of
Track
them-
Lord.
Rest of them are all available for buyback, so they're all prepared. And yeah, there was a chance.
It's starting again, man. We might actually have double Batman.
More drawings.
Or is this
from-
like Batman and Robin, except Robin doesn't have ears. Batman and Batgirl.
Okay.
That's what our graph's turning into.
Appreciate it.
Love it. Love it. There's always a beautiful pattern to farm. So, Lina is now building into... Is this going to be a Lotus Orb of her own? Like, how does it even work with Reflect?
Maybe Shiva's is fine, but it doesn't work against Ember that well because it doesn't slow down his attack, obviously.
Can you double Laguna?
Yeah.
By reflecting a reflected Laguna? Does that even work?
I think that actually... No. It doesn't work, I think. However, if you have, if the enemy has Laguna or has Lotus Orb, you want to have a Blade Mail. That way you can Laguna and Blade Mail, and you're gonna double Laguna them.
Okay.
So that's the way what you want to do.
Well, I can tell you it's not an Assault Cuirass, so it's either Shiva's Guard or Lotus.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the only two major options for him.
I think Lotus Orb is fine. That way they can remove the Hex as well from people if they get hexed by Lion.
True.
And Finger of Death can of course be returned as well. So it would be a fine item. I don't see the Shivas working out that well here. I don't see how... I mean, I guess Gyro, it's okay, I guess.
Any kind of extra like armor up against the physical damage is good.
For sure.
Even up against the Ember Spirit. But I'm looking at QO, who might be the manliest of men. He has the money for it.
Oh,
and if he's doing it, he may as well do it before he has buyback. But is there like there's no butterfly. You got the Solar Crest to get through, so it could be a Monkey King bar.
No, he won't do it before buyback, but he will probably do it. I think he will buy
Here
the
comes IG down the bottom
Burning.
lane. They're trying to fight already, and well, that lasted long.
Yeah, he tried going in with the Fade Bolt. Sadly, Fade Bolt has quite a bit of casting time. I think if he wants to break the Linkens, he should use the Spell Steal. Has really good range and only 2-second cooldown as well.
What about the Force Staff? He could have even used that, unless that's what he used to get him close.
That's nicer to keep though. Like using a Spell Steal on a Linkens is not gonna do anything bad to you. So he should always try and break that in the team fights, making it easier for Lina to burst down the Ember.
IG have to come back and defend. Like, QO is going to take this tier 3 tower by himself. Fortification, triggering it for just the tier 3 tower is not worth it. However, a range racked, now that'd be worth it. Lincoln's triggered, and he is away. Didn't use Spell Steal, but tried to go for the spike.
Yeah.
So that's
Like,
now 5,800 gold. He's almost at the 3,800 surplus.
Close, close.
Give him time, man.
I think he will do it, actually. I've seen him do it before, but that's a long time ago as well.
All he's going to do is push the... It's QO, man. Like, if you want aggression out of Korea, this is the man to do it.
He is a crazy person.
Yep. So he just takes out this creep wave, pushes it in, goes to the Dire Secret Shop, picks up the rapier, and then just jumps away to safety.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, we make it sound so easy.
Yeah.
He's doing almost 11k crit.
Yeah, man. He's killing those Naga illusions instantly.
Hilarious thing is, though, like, everyone's got so much life. Like, even Rubik. Like, Rubik is the weakest hero in IG, and he's got 9 armor and almost 1,900 life.
Yeah, they're all so tanky.
Yep. But we got Febby now with Crimson Guard, Solar Crest, Lotus Orb. This guy's walking around with 39 armor to his name as just a bounty hunter.
Yeah, he is pretty damn tanky against the physical. However, the spells from IG are still very dangerous.
Is Nuts now... Is this the E-Blade game? We still haven't seen an E-Blade the entire time, but...
I mean, he just got his...
You E-Blade pop into Finger of Death?
Yeah. That is super strong. You could kill anyone with that, pretty much.
Yep.
So, definitely a viable build. It's very expensive, though. And he discards
Here
items.
it comes. Get ready for your res. If you're tuning into the English channel, we're going to give you free res. All you got to do is watch the little pudgeling come in and deliver the manliest of items. It is going to be the Rapier for QO. Meanwhile, Song of the Siren is off, stopping the Roshan from happening, and they isolate Luo. He's stunned up for the moment, into the call down. They already start with the Finger of Death and the Spirit jump up. QO, one swipe, tries to get him, and there she goes. He gets the first kill. Let's watch the Rapier jump around as Chuan finds him. They trigger the Lincoln Sphere, and QO... Oh! He is just... destroyed the soul of IG.
Rampage?
Burning is going to go. Where is it? Give him the rampage. They refuse it. IG. Oh my, oh my, oh my. They just got worked.
Oh my god.
4 have buyback though. IG can still deep fed. But
Fortune favors the brave. He gets the crit.
sell the Lincolns. Buy yourself another rapier. Wait,
Is he doing it?
Yeah, come on, Luo. No, he saw the Battle Fury. Second rapier. More res.
Oh my god.
He does 12-20. That's not as impressive. He'll do more. He'll do more crits in a moment. But that moment, IG have had a couple of them. That fight on top lane where it first happened, the first time the second Battle Fury was picked up, and now with the Rapier, 3-on-1, he looked like with the Lincoln Sphere triggered, they could have got the kill, and all of a sudden, surprise!
Yeah, I mean, they can't ever stack up against him. That's how hard it is to play against MVP now. If you ever get close to each other, you're dead.
They're actually so close that the spill worked on all 3 of them.
Yeah.
It was actually the Bermuda Triangle, and we are still wondering where IG is.
It was the super hug, yeah. It definitely was.
Either that or it's Illuminati.
Toby, please.
I saw it right here. I'm glad you can have the end of it.
No problem, dude.
Oh my, 70-minute game. But with the Aegis the Immortal, we have Aegis over on the Ember Spirits. They're leaving it on him. He actually dropped his BTs. We have a movement speed 310 Ember Spirit. Like, this is like tank walking forward.
Not really a tank, just a cannon, honestly.
He's not even a glass cannon. He's still got 2k life and the immunity from the Lincoln Sphere. Someone put a Lotus Orb on this guy. They move forward. The Searing Chain on Burning. Light Striker Ray gonna miss as he jumped back out to the Spirit.
And he's gonna have to crawl back into
Wait,
the
he actually went halfway back down. Now they go in again with a call down. Burning. He's standing his ground with a BKB, turning on the Satanic. There's a lot of damage. Luo charging in. They go over on KP. The Hex up. Ember Spirit taken out of the fight for the moment, but he's back in again. Still not finding the crits. Tries to man mode up against Burning. And the Song of the Siren will stop of the moment. IG trying to reset. It's not just worth it to hold one Rax. They still need to win this game.
Oh,
The slide of his faith down to 100 life. Chuan's picking him up, throwing him down. Burning can't steal anything else out of him. They're all tracked up. That's all the movement speed that QO really needs from that as they surge him around the map up to the top Rax. Luo, where's your charge in? QO moves forward. Chuan, the burn. It's not enough to kill him. He's at 140. He had just enough life to survive, but QO is a beast. He is Ray Boss material, and IG just have no idea how to beat the final level.
MVP going for bottom straight away. They don't want to wait. Are they going to back off? There's no reason to. They're just going to keep going.
There really isn't. Like that creep wave pushing bottom lane won't stop. And
Oh,
now,
yeah.
here we go. If one rapier is not enough, let's have 3 on MVP. It is Gyrocopter
Crazy
now with
Koreans.
a rapier. Taking down the tier 3 tower, and they're looking for more. The TP scrolls me, drop this so like what the hell? It's just bait. Burning moves forward, looking to steal all the damage they possibly can. Lotus Orb, but KP, he's dropping so low. The rapier's on the ground. Who's picking it up? It's definitely not Burning. It's still on the deck. They need to find something. Chuan forced back. We do have the buyback. The rapier in the middle of the Darkseer wall. They need this damage. It'll be Febby. He'll now be the carrier for MVP until Gyro returns and the Song of the Siren. They've got 3 players caught out.
HP.
They can look for the double light strike array. They can't even get it. March with a BKB. They just keep going further. Ferrari's on the run, but he is dead to the world. Isolated out. The Slider Fist is there. Burning moves back forward again. And now, well, this is kind of game. Burning back in again. They get the kill.
GG.
GG. What a game of Dota we had. 72-43.
So IG were playing as 2. Did we call them the wild card? Because they truly are. Like these crazy Koreans. I love their play. I want to see next game immediately, but these guys are going to get to have a little bit of a break. 72 minutes and 45 seconds.
Here I thought we were going to have a boring day.
Game.
And then everything entertaining. The trip rapier for MVP.Phoenix. IG, that is a highlight game right there with clips galore. We'll see you back here after this break. The lash.
Oh no.
He gets through the first point, and MVP will instantly take it. At the same time, I'm seeing Queen of Pain, I'm seeing SF, I'm seeing not Tusker or Undying, because MVP took that one out, but there's still a lot of options here for IG, but they're dealing with the Latrak.
None of them measure up to Magic Spouting Pony, as he is the first big material.
My little pony.
He is going to be probably played on mid role again, I guess. It's the most popular, but some teams like to run him over on the support role. But, I mean, we saw, I think MVP Hot 6 was actually allowed the Leshrack as well previously today. I was sitting and getting some food. And
you saw that?
No, that was actually yesterday, true. And he was live-stealing so much. All the days kind of blend together. There's so much Dota going on.
It's been a lot of Dota. There's only another 5 rounds.
Yeah.
5 rounds after this one to be played. And even that last round only has 2 games in it. So it's all starting to happen. We've actually got our first teams locked in for Group A. There's 3 teams who are known to be in their positions. Not the exact positions, just the upper or lower. And that's LGD and Secret. They are guaranteed top 4. And Na'Vi are guaranteed bottom 4 in Group A.
That's not a nice guarantee, Toby.
I'm sorry. I got to break hearts. Hearts be broken. Tears be shed. But
Sad
at
times.
the same time, America! Where they have Complexity,
yeah.
who got themselves through in the top 4. They could still be knocked out, though. MVP.Phoenix play their game today. However, they do have a bit of a test tomorrow. Their last game, this is their second last series of the day, of the competition. Their last game tomorrow, if they're capable of getting a 2-0, they will knock Complexity down. But do you know who their opponent is?
Their opponent is...
It is Recruit. It is Team Secret.
Yeah.
That is
So-
that is their first opponent
They have a
tomorrow.
test.
And
A slight test? No. I mean, they just gotta get some nice sleep, Toby. Some nice rest.
no rest. No rest. All night preparing. Every strat you could think of.
Completely conceivable.
You find a way to get around them. Kuro seems to be offering his help to counter techies.
That's what the coach does, man. He can find a way to get around them. Players, man, they're lazy. Lazy creatures need to sleep.
All right, so IG, they shouldn't be lazy. They get the Queen of Pain and the Gyrocopter, two, again, of the most favorite heroes, and we get the Wisp pick up for MVP. So a lot of stayability coming in from them, but we're still not seeing the control factors coming in from either side. Latrak obviously got a whole bunch of them, but we're not seeing the stunners or the utilities heroes from IG or MVP, apart from Wisp, of course.
True. Wisp can, however, have a pretty good impact just by running in and giving heal early on, so he can definitely make sure that the early game flows as it should. And if he can reach that level 6 in a fair timing, you can gank so easily. So I wonder if MVP will draft a hero that can set that up, or if they want to go more into some combo that runs together with the Wisp and just pressures lanes more, like Bristleback, for example, who was banned out, but some other hero available as well. I know that at some point they ran a Legion Commander with it. Would be fun against Queen of Pain.
Well, I know C9 always had Legion Commander banned out after the Wisp got picked up, but most people were really scared about Bode 7 doing that with No-Tal.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. And the Rubik pick up here from IG. Once again, we get to have the little green man, the Grandus Magus.
Yeah,
You know what? You know I have a
so
Rubik
good.
Cube?
You did?
I have a Rubik Cube.
Yeah?
It's
You
actually
good?
it's got all the abilities of Dota on it in the color coordination on either side. And you got to get them all together again. I
it-
have a Rubik Cube.
Is it fan-made or
It is fan made. It is one of two kinds because there is a big one, and I have the smaller one, which is the normal size. But yeah, not available in Dota 2 store. I'm sorry to break everyone's hearts again.
Damn it, Toby.
But I have the Rubik Cube.
You can send your offers to Toby's mail. He will be happy to take them over Twitter as
Put
well.
it on eBay. It was a lovely guy down in Singapore that actually made that one for me. It
That's
was,
so cool.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm a huge Rubik fan. So it's fantastic to see him back playing here at TI. Spirit Breaker pick up from MVP.Phoenix. So the Mad Cow has returned.
Yeah, the crazy cow as MVP. Definitely love to play it.
I swear Bruno is actually buffing him just so Spirit Breaker has played more.
Yeah, Bruno got track
Shout
of
out
that.
to Bruno if you're currently tuning in.
I'm sure he is. He's always listening
He's-
to everything.
He's got a lot of work to do.
Oh,
though.
dude, TI4, I think he had even more to do, despite the fact that he's now actually working for Valve. I think TI4, when he was running the multi-stream, he was so worn out.
Yeah.
For anyone who didn't watch that, he was basically covering all the streams and bringing the highlights from every stream as they were going.
He couldn't even walk away for dinner.
Yeah.
It was like there was not even time to grab food and put it in front of him. He had to get other people to grab food and put it in front of him.
Exactly.
Good times, great TIs. Invictus Gaming, fourth hero to pick up. They're burning through their extra time now, but we are looking for a second support or another core.
Yeah, see what they want to go for. I think, they're going to go for the Rubik and Witch Doctor. Both pretty good heroes against the Spirit Breaker. Good at stopping him. You have good, fast stuns to throw out. And again, Witch Doctor against Wisp. We talked about that previously when it was drafted that, messes with the Wisp as he wants to hold hands.
That's the Paralyzing Cask and Dazzle pick up from MVP.
Gaming's turn to ban.
Well,
It plays pretty nicely to the Wisp. So anything
It
you heal
does.
the Wisp for is going to heal the target as well that he's tethered to. And
The-
then
the
the heal heals.
the thing I'd be worried about is your early lane presence, because the Witch Doctor and the Rubik are just so strong. If Invictus Gaming take it upon themselves just to leave like Quap on top against the Spirit Breaker, and then put the Gyro with the Witch Doctor and the Rubik on bot lane, they are going to roll over MVP, and this Lashrak will never find any farm.
Yeah, that is a possibility, but it also depends. I don't think they want to get the Spirit Breaker against the Queen at all. I think that's the nightmare lane. So
Yeah.
MVP will have to try and work around that, find a laning that will fit them. And IG, they have the last hero to pick up here and see what they can make happen.
What else do they need? Razor?
They need I would say they just need an off-laner initiation kind of hero.
So-
So Clockwork was banned out, and anything similar to that would be nice. Tusk, of course, being banned as well. They have removed some of the good off-lane options.
Yeah,
Shaker was
There's not
banned
many
too.
of them really left.
Shaker.
Like, unless you want to go
banned.
into like the Batrider pool.
Nah, they wouldn't do that, I think.
No, I'd actually like right now for IG, it'll be so much more stronger if they just put the Queen of Pain as their offlaner.
Maybe.
Because like, who's going to kill it? The Wisp and the Dazzle won't be able to harass her out. The Spirit Breaker might cause a problem, but Spirit Breaker's going to have his own issues with his own lane.
Yeah, it's possible. However, it gets kind of weird when they have team fights because they need a hero that goes in and runs in on MVP.Phoenix right now because they have 4 range heroes. So there we go. The Tidehunter is going to be the one. Very nice.
MVP now picking Kunkka.
Yes, the good old rivalry.
That team fight for IG though is actually really, really, really scary.
First Tidehunter that we're casting here at TI at least.
Yeah. Not a hero we see a lot, primarily because he doesn't really offer great rotations. Not unless the enemy is diving underneath your tower, and then he TPs in and then just ravages, which in this game is probably going to happen from MVP, and a Bloodseeker will be the final one. Another one of the most popular offlaners of late. Bypass for IG because they just want the Tidehunter and superior team fight.
Yeah, so
They got that in droves.
Kyo gonna play the Bloodseeker. I kind of like having Bloodseeker and Dazzle together because you can always grave him and he might be able to get a kill, heal himself up again, and get strong. So MVP.Phoenix have a lot of maneuverability. Tether, Spirit Breaker Charge, and Bloodseeker, of course, being super fast. But IG's kind of, 5-man. If they ball up together, that's terrifying. Witch Doctor, Death Ward, Queen, Gyro. Oof, a lot of scary stuff.
It be game time, though. So, our final series of the day, there is still more Dota action coming up to you for those out there who are not exhausted from all the Dota which we have been watching over the course of the last 3 days, as well as the wildcard. Congratulations, you have stamina of an ox.
Yeah, truly.
And I know we're starting to get to a point where we're getting very, very tired at the end of every single day, but the Angie is always there for a game. If it's like our first game of this series, it's always there for games like that. As MVP go up against Invictus Gaming, MVP trying to keep their hopes alive to get up into the top 4 and potentially the winner's bracket of the main event for TI5 held in Key Arena. And only a couple of days away. I checked my imaginary watch.
I mean, it's soon-ish. The third.
Soon-ish.
Yes.
Foul trademark time, except we actually know when it's going to come.
Oh,
boom.
Nice to see the Wisp breaking some trees here, making it easier to stack and pull. So looking for them to do a dual lane mid, so Wisp can go down and pull there. So it's going to be Bloodseeker mid.
Yeah, Bloodseeker mid with the help of Wisp. March then goes to the top lane. He's going to get his wish. It's not up against the Gyro. It's not up against the Queen of Pain. It will be up against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
And Quap will run the mid. Chuan and Faith probably going to do a lot of roaming early on. Do we have? There's no smokes on them, so they're not looking to roam gank. But they'll probably end up down on bottom lane pretty early. KP would be the Lashrak core, so #1 position for them as far as farm priority. And that leaves Nuts as the Dazzle supporter. And Luo, want to see how successful he's going to be on this off lane as the Tidehunter.
Yeah. Well, off lane Tidehunter, see if it makes or breaks here as, first game casting the Tide at TI. And going up against a pretty tough lane, 2 range heroes is always a pain for him. And Dazzle is a very good zone hero. Mid lane, we see Witch Doctor helping out here, trying to stop QO from getting good farm.
And you've already got a bottle over on Febby. So this Shadow Strike could harass him from Ferrari. I don't know how long he's going to keep up with this. Like, he might drop QO down nice and low, but at the same time, unless they get a paralyzing cast, they can't really capitalize on it or have a high level up in Scream.
He just heals so quickly. Just getting one last hit, he will get so much HP.
What do you think about Luo with this build? With no Stout Shield up against someone like a Lashrak?
I honestly think that Stout Shield will help you a lot, just getting that early on. Because
he could buy it in a moment. He could just loop around to the store in a moment.
Yeah, he might pick that up. But I think he needs the boots as well. It's more the gauntlet kind of delays his item progression. If he doesn't get boots, he's going to take even more attacks as well. So it's tough to say. Should be mentioned, Wisp already getting the double stack here on the big and medium camp. He's definitely doing a good job, and Luo being harassed away by Nuts.
Yeah, he's just keeping as far back as possible. There's almost one of these times where you want to play like classic Jimmy Dota. Get yourself into like the tree line just on the right side here, or loop into one of the trees in here, and just soak up the experience. Don't even think about last hits. Just get the experience, get your Ravage, and then be useful.
Be sneaky. Yeah. I remember way back, actually, Pinoy used to do that as well when he played offlane. Yeah, here he's pulling. Wisp.
Now,
this is so sad as a mid player.
This pull got so heavily nerfed, primarily because you couldn't really do the pull anymore. And yeah, Ferrari's realized what the hell's going on. He's coming down here to do something about it. So at least maybe he can find a couple of last hits from this wave. And Well, he might not even get, like, okay, he's not going to get any of the neutrals. He'll take a little bit of damage, and Febby's going to try and harass him out of here.
He
And
got
a
two
haste
last
rune
hits.
for Nuts. Well, Ferrari's going to have to
Oh,
blink,
no,
and look
the
at Nuts.
haste.
He's already moving into a position so he can just run after him. The charge will keep the vision on Ferrari, which means Nuts also being tethered up. They're going to get the first blood. It's MVP on Invictus Gaming. The dream is real for Korea.
That's just so sad that he found a haste rune there. Really unfortunate for Ferrari, but it's high risk to go in there and contest that pull, even though you get 2 creeps. But as a mid player, I can't say that I wouldn't do the same. You just get so frustrated when your mid lane is pulled.
But what can you even do to stop this? Like,
Honestly, it's just shenanigans, Toby. Like this.
the upside is, though, there's no trolls in here anymore.
Yeah.
So Febby doing this pull is really difficult because the only way this pull works is if actually he's got the stat of
He
banishes.
can tether. He can tether when there's an attack in the air.
Yeah.
From any of the
But,
setters.
but that's it. Like the 2 sided banishes are the only things that do those range attacks. That's the way the only way
Let's see if he
that
can get
mid
it
pull
now.
works.
He's gonna try now. Oh,
There's
he
the
missed
attack.
it. He missed it.
Missed timing. Very, very difficult to do.
Oh yeah, it's definitely hard to do. So
QO. Tidehunter's so low that he's able to just jump in down the middle lane, but Tide's back at base now. So that movement speed disappears.
Nuts has also been doing a good job stacking up the other big camps, so the entire jungle of MVP is being well used here. As IG not doing as much with their jungle, and mid lane is definitely struggling a little bit. So they're getting the short end of the straw.
I always have faith in burning farming.
Yeah.
21-10 on the gyro. It's farm. And Leshrac, uncontested farm as well. It's and it's going to be one of these games where we'll probably look about 10 minutes in and we'll go, that's how it was meant to pan out.
Yeah, they just want to lane like this early and get something going, and then they're going to start moving together, so roughly in 6 or 7 minutes or so.
MVP actually have those camps stacked up so much that either they did just deny the creep wave that comes in, or it has to be flash farm, because they can't farm it themselves anymore.
I mean, they can farm it with the Leshrac. That's probably the tool that they want to do, and they want to put
True.
someone else bottom, like Wisp can rotate down there, get experience from bottom lane. So it's a really nice plan.
And they're trying to choke out, okay,
Oh,
QO.
QO.
Yeah, that's malediction over on him, but the tether's coming in, and Febby's going to give him the life back, and Faith also being charged. QO just making the run for it, gets the life back in the scream, the tower damage, even the heal coming in from Nuts and Shallow Grave.
Grave.
They keep QO
Go in the
alive.
tangle. Do something.
He'll survive.
Yeah, he will live for now.
And then they even tether him up, a little bit more life up their sleeve.
Yeah, and there's
And then
that
the
heal.
burst heal. That didn't even have to go back to base. In fact, they could turn around if March, she doesn't have charge available, and there's no rupture on QO.
And suddenly Bloodseeker had full HP again. Damn, so quick heals.
You even think that rotation would be worth it for IG at the start, and then nope.
Yeah, that looked so good for them.
And QO loves it when this kind of stuff happens. So Tide drops a little bit in the bot. He does chip damage on Ferrari. And he's just so powerful. Like, how do you even gank a hero like that when you have to keep in mind that the Leshrac Lightning, which is level 3, would drop the Tidehunter down a little bit, and then the
He's
Bloodseeker
farming
just
now,
becomes
the
so
big
much
camp.
more powerful. Yeah.
The Leshrac is getting all of that money. Getting really fat. And he's gonna just go from camp to camp and clear the entire jungle, I reckon.
Yep.
Don't see why not.
Is it stun as well, or lightning? It's lightning to Pulse Nova. And then Febby just keeps the tether on.
Yeah, the Pulse Nova helps farm it so easily. Even the golems. Poor golems, not even resistant anymore.
This is why
Really?
everyone fears Leshrac. This is why you take the Leshrac out. He is so efficient at doing whatever he wants to do, be it from kill to farm to team fight.
Yeah, definitely. And when he gets a few items, he just turns into such a monster. When he has that Bloodstone up, if you rush it, super, super strong.
He's got more net worth than the Gyrocopter now.
Yeah, he does.
And
And that's where
it's-
Burning farming really well, of course.
Yep. Like normally say, oh, that's fine. Like a core, like a number 1 versus number 1 position he should have more farm anyway. But it's burning. Like getting advantage on him is so difficult. Now Luo, March not going to charge it in. Actually got his 17% bash and one of the melee creeps instead.
Oh my god.
But Nuts having a double damage rune. They're just pushing through this tower.
Yeah, they are. Looking at the last hits on this Leshrac, he has 63 last hits, 6 minutes, and 10 last hits per minute now is what he's keeping up at. Pretty good for first 6 minutes of the game.
Are they actually going to do that? They have to back up. The tower's outside denial range. March being picked up, but KP looking for the lightning over on Sean. Doesn't bounce, and then the Shallow Grave. There's no there's no stun available. So it's a safe TP out.
But Nuts, though. Oh, he could maybe Magic One and TP, but...
Yeah, sticks and TP, but Chuan, no telekinesis.
Yeah,
he's
got
actually out. Again, TP, most powerful item in Dota.
Been proven again and again here on the stream 2 today. You on the mid lane, a little bit in danger here.
He's hitting Ferrari so hard!
Oh my god.
It looked like Ferrari had the advantage. Now the Malediction will kick in. Where is this Dazzle? Where is it? He's back at base with no Shallow Grave. QO, that Malediction should be enough. Tether in, heal Febby, heal. He's alive.
He is fine. He's gonna be good. And again, just kicks into jungle and is gonna farm. And he's looking at a very, very fast Treads and Midas. Dear God, MVP are having a dream start here for their team.
It's kind of funny because like most Midas we've seen, like we look at the RTZ timing when he would run it, and it's like even like a half semi. Like that's when Secret were running normally like aggro style lanes, and he'd have it around the 11-12 minute mark. This is an 8-minute Midas we're staring down the barrel of.
Yeah, he's farming a whole lot on the mid lane. A whole lot. And look at the Queen. She has 20 last hits just barely. They're doing an aggressive smoke now. They do have the Ravage, so they need to get a big payoff from this.
But where are they going to find it? They could try and stop the farm,
Bloodseeker.
but while Febby's sitting behind him, like Chuan's going to get the pickup over on Wisp. He goes for the Bloodseeker to start with. There's no tether, but there's your Ravage. Ferrari will jump in as well, and they will get the payoff. It's the double kill on the Bloodseeker as well as the Wisp.
And getting it on Burning as well. That's the hero that you want to have it on. Gyrocopter, make him snowball into this game.
But
So
that is your Ravage committed now. You're losing your Tier 1 tower on bot lane. There's no fortification to save him. So
Yeah.
Nuts will take this last hit, which almost gives him his Arcane Boots.
it almost seems like MVP has a little bit of lesson learned there from C9 because they were definitely winning a lot of the games just by using the map better. And this time MVP, yes, they got ganked. Yes, they lost 2 heroes, but they're pushing side lanes already.
Yeah. And that means March also finding levels on top. He's about to hit level 6, so you're going to add Nether Strike into this movement gank. Speaking of movement, the Bloodseeker running up north. Queen of Pain's a little bit low, so he's moving around with 4-6-2 movement speed at the moment.
Yeah, so fast and so furious.
Just even like it's just treads.
Yeah,
It's not even anything more than that giving him the bonus.
it's insane actually how fast Bloodseeker gets.
Looks like KPs are also arriving on the top. Only 1 point up at Edict, but there is a fortification. They can get it out, and IG don't want a bar of it. They're coming for the counter trade. So Tier 1 for Tier 1 tower will be the trade-off. Fortification early, and that was before KP used its Edict. So when this fortification comes off, MVP will push a lot faster. Nuts, he's standing right underneath an Observer Ward.
Yeah, he is. They have seen him. But trade smart choice by IG as they don't have
They're
any
charging.
Ravage.
They're charging in. The TP's coming in from the Lashrak and Burning. Well, he's still got cooldown available, and they do keep the tower alive for now. They find Nuts on the side. He's going to have to Shallow Grave himself to survive this one, but March, now he comes in for the charge, pushing Burning back with the Nether Strike, and Burning still didn't kill off Nuts. March, however, he's in more trouble when the Sonic Wave spills out from Ferrari, but he needed to commit 2 huge oldies just for the Spirit Breaker, while the rest of them is the Bloodseeker chasing after Faith. Ferrari actually gets himself a double kill here, and Faith, looking to deny himself up to neutrals, will not be successful. And QO, in fact, now just, well, okay, he was starting to farm up the Ancients, and I'm like, wait, that's not the right idea.
A little bit too tough, especially as he has Midas ready as well. He should just run to a lane.
He's got Rupture.
Yeah.
Ferrari, TPing out, right in their vision.
TP bottom from Spirit Breaker as he's going there. Relocate as well.
Yeah, they got to charge up. I mean, they need the vision.
Oh,
There's
they can
Tidehunter
get him.
TPing out, stun too late.
Oh, a little bit too late. Needed to be very quick there when they got the vision from the Wisp Spirits.
Almost needed to guess.
Yeah.
Like, just use the first stun from the Lashrak, and then Spirit Break, you can charge for the second.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're trying to take more towers, even putting 2 points into the Edict just to get more pushing power.
Well, get through the fortification, and yeah, Edict doing some work. Rupture's on Ferrari, so again, they
They're wrapping around though.
with the Blood Ride as well. Ferrari not going to walk himself out of this one. Faith down to half-life. The charges coming in on Burning, so MVP are getting ready to turn around. Okay, no,
They're
he
so fast,
cancelled
though.
it. Yep, they just run away.
All of them just run away. We talked about how mobile they are, how fast they are with the tether, the Spirit Breaker charge, all of this. Hard to catch them.
MVP have over 5k net worth up against IG.
Yeah.
Like, they're taking 3 towers, which is where a lot of it does come into it all, but they got so much farm on their Bloodseeker and their Lashrak. It's like the 2 heroes which so many teams have feared coming into TI5.
Yeah.
And now both of them have farm on MVP.
Well, Bloodseeker has not had as much success as we would imagine him, though, before TI. A lot of people were predicting he would be a top pick. But when he does get farm, he's definitely a dangerous hero.
Yeah. But that's one of always those things. Like you say, oh, this guy's going to be a top, like this team's going to be a top team. This hero is going to be a top pick. Teams come in with so many strats prepared against them that they just don't, like they just fall off because of this scenario. And you find yourself in a whole new meta.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, relocate. Where are we headed? It's top lane to farm.
Yep.
MVP. It's the quick push with relocate.
I mean, he's disgustingly fat right now on the Leshrac. He has his Bloodstone now.
Is
If he
leaving
starts
him?
buying.
Is Febby going to tether? He's actually leaving him behind. So, because he wants to TP to bottom lane.
He has the full Bloodstone 12 minutes in. Like, he doesn't have it delivered, but he has the money for it. That's insane.
Is he going to TP bot?
Yeah,
He's going to farm
probably.
first.
Probably. He's just clearing up some camps again. They do have Ravage on Tide, though. No Death Ward, however, on Witch Doctor.
Here comes that courier with the Bloodstone you're talking about. So, KP separates it. Wait, what? Hang
What
on.
happened?
Yep.
We forgot to purchase.
Yeah, he's missing a critical component from all of this.
He needs a boost.
There we go. The point booster has arrived. T1 tower in the bottom lane will go the way of Invictus Gaming.
Yep, but meanwhile, MVP are just sitting in the enemy jungle, trying to farm a little bit there, and also farming up Ancients with QO.
They're also putting down some good aggressive wards. So one observer ward's watching around near the Dire Ancients, and the other one watching the first entrance area of IG into their own jungle. So it's very difficult to get anything past MVP when they're pushing together as like they are against the tier 2 tower. And IG, again, like they probably like aware of this. They're just looking for their own trade-off. That tier 1 tower, fortify it, waste a little bit of time. The Dire have no fortification anymore as well, which is really more dangerous because there's no like refresh of the fortification when the tier 1 towers drop because they're all gone.
Yeah, they want to fight this as well. They're going top, trying to get ready. They have Witch Doctor Death Ward as well now.
At the same time, though, QO is making his way up, so you may have a Witch Doctor Death Ward.
Oh, there will probably be a fight here. I think both teams are feeling pretty confident.
MVP's got the better vision. They're going to start the weave, March charging in, going after Burning. If he can actually stop that cooldown from happening, then they've got a huge victory here already. There goes your cooldown, but they've still got the kill on Burning. The cooldown's not in any useful position. Now your Death Ward hitting into QO. The Ravage from Luo, buying some space with the Shallow Grave, keeping that Bloodseeker alive. He's looking for his life back again with the Death Ward, killing off March, but it does not finish QO, but Rubik does.
Oh, he was
They
robbed.
do find it. Faith actually takes him out. The Faith losing his life as KP walking through it. Where's your stun? There she is. Ferrari's down for the count. Chuan, the one man who saw Rupture, which is what ended up killing him off.
Definitely. Rupture was what killed the Bloodseeker. That is poetic right there. And speaking of Rupture, the Queen of Pain got Rupture immediately in the fight, but she did the trick where you can take one step and then blink, and took no damage from it. Sadly, however, the fight was an overall disaster, so that little Q trick was not enough.
Yeah. And it's just a full fight for MVP. KP.Phoenix walked in. What a time to also pick up a Bloodstone. Now he's got 12 charges on that thing.
Yeah.
And 1,700 gold after spending all of his cash.
That's pretty neat. Pretty neat.
That's an instant respawn right now.
Yeah, I think you should just stack into the BKB straight away. Looking at the heroes on IG, I think he needs some protection when he goes into the team fights now.
Febby keeps doing this. He keeps relocating Leshrac to farm. He's acting more like a coddle. However, like when he comes back, he's not close enough to Burning for him to know.
Yeah. I like what he's doing. It's really speeding up the farm a lot on this Leshrac. He might go for travels even already, just to keep farming the entire map with Lesh.
But when you got a Wisp doing what he's doing already, going in for more tank abilities also, like he needs the BKB up against the Tide Hunter.
Definitely.
Like when he becomes a non-factor, fantastic. Leshrac almost wins the game by himself.
You also ignore the Rocket Barrage, the Call Down, and some of the other annoying stuff like the Cask. But
QO. Oh, he started the animation to do the Rupture.
Oh, Luo.
That's not the place he wants to be. Bounty, March. Is he going to steal it just in front of him? And well, you can anchor smash all you want, but QO runs in with Wisp. Oh, yeah, this is going to be so easy for him.
Yeah, they know that it should be really hard to contest this since he's dead. And no one will come.
And instead, they just try and take the tier 1 tower, but the creep wave's a little bit too far back. So even now, if MVP want to, the relocate's on cooldown for 16 more seconds. But everyone's got TPs apart from the Wisp. So they can just charge themselves up on top. In fact, it's exactly where SB's gone. They
TPs are
TP
coming.
in QO, and he ruptures over on Chuan to go with a Blood Right. They need some kind of stun, but Chuan TPs away. Luckily for him, TPing doesn't trigger rupture.
Yep.
That would be suicide.
It would, though, if you just TP'd a little bit, you know? If you didn't TP all the way, if you were close to your fountain and TP.
What's the range of it? Like
The max range for a rupture to trigger?
for not to trigger.
Oh, it's the 1300. So that's the reason on Queen of Pain Blink, if you just blink, you gotta trigger it. But if you take one step and then blink, that's why you don't trigger it.
Easy way to remember.
Mechanics, man.
I like it.
I believe it's exactly 1300, or it could be like 1325 or something. It's there. One step and a Queen Blink, and you're above the distance anyway.
Yeah. Which then, yeah, that makes it.
That's all that matters.
That means it has to be like 1325.
Yeah.
Because if it was if it was 1300 flat, less like if it's on the line, it's in.
Exactly. 1300 is
or
in.
out.
Yeah. However, you can get screwed up by that because of how the refresh timing works and when it checks it. So if you're unlucky, it starts checking right when you blinked, and you're like, oh, well, you blinked, and yeah, you didn't travel far enough.
Well, looks like Leshrac doesn't want to go for the BKB. Instead, he's gone for a Yule Scepter build.
Dire's middle tower is under
So a little bit more gank potential. A way to stop that Death Ward might be another little look at it, where it instantly happens and you don't just think, oh, I gotta rear up on my hind legs and then get the stun.
It's such a fast Yule Scepter as well. That's probably why it's going to be good. Because look at Gyrocopter. He has a Sanjiasha, but he can easily be a target of Yule Scepter and then just stun, and he's going to die.
MVP are coming up. They want to go high ground up against Invictus Gaming.
18 minutes in.
Batten down the hatches. Leshrac's knocking on the door. And before, again, like it's 15 seconds until you got your fortification up. So it's a full edict, level 2 duration of QO. A little bit of trouble for him. That one creep next to him really bouncing around. They need a shallow grave QO. The Malediction's still going to do a lot of work, and the shallow grave won't last long enough. So they need more heal on him. Ashley, nope, they got him.
There's the heal.
And there's a creep. There's a creep to go back to full life. Like, leave it for me. Leave it for me. Yeah. Oh, you cheeky devil, KP. He took it with lightning, of all things.
Yeah.
Wait, was that his? Yeah, it was his lightning.
Worst kind of teammate right there.
He's even taking the last.
It's like, oh, you're dying? I'll just take your farm.
He's like, you just take this one, man. You just take this one. It's like, can you at least like wear it down for me?
Why is he actually not killing it?
I don't know.
Okay. Just fooling around a little bit with
Ours
each
is not to
other.
ask questions. Fevy managed to find himself a bounty rune too, so he's got 3 bottle charges ready to go. And KP, there goes the edict. Fortification for IG. They will burn it. As the weave now starts from QO,
Defensive weave.
from MVP. But it's gonna be pretty much peaked when this creep wave arrives. So they'll have max armor. The Gyro's not gonna do as much with his flat cannon.
That's how much, yeah, that's how you want to time it. Could maybe have waited a little bit more as they're going high ground now, but it's very good.
It's
very
got
well
like
timed
4
anyway.
seconds, 3 seconds. KP edict.
It's still good.
Up he runs, and it's burning, moving forward. There's the paralyzing cask once again. QO separated, but I'm hearing that rupture, and Luo's just walking it off. And now we'll TP back to base.
Yeah, I don't think they can break this high ground already. It's too early.
Why not?
Too hard.
Like they're not burning too much for this. Like Weave's the only thing they're really using. And as long as Leshrac can keep edicting, he's gonna bring it down bit by bit.
There's no point going high ground now, I think. This is the only way that IG can win this game, is taking a fight here in their base. But they're gonna go for it.
Yep. The Weave starts again. There goes your tower. QO a little bit too close. But they get through the tier 3 tower and now back up.
Yeah.
Or are they here for the long haul? Are they here? They're backing up. March has got farm to get on bottom lane so he can pick up his BKB.
Yeah, that's fine as well. Just backing out now.
But QO's got his. Like, he's got a full 10-second BKB and 1,900 gold.
Yeah.
Leshrac, after the tower goes down, has now 1,900 after picking up his Yule Scepter. He's got over 10k net worth. What's the Dazzle got? Medallion Treads, that's nice. Wisp got Treads, Urn, Soul Ring.
Everyone is picking up a lot of stuff on the side of MVP, basically, is the consensus.
And 13 Bloodstone charges on that Leshrac. It's still 20 minutes in, you get 13 Bloodstone charges. And what's in return? Burning wants his BKB, but he's owning an Ogre Club into it.
I don't really like this build as well, by burning.
The
Going into
SMY BKB?
Sanjiasha, yeah, going Sanjiasha into BKB feels a little bit weird. Every time I see Artesia or someone else go Sanjiasha, it's because they skip the BKB for so long. They go drums into Sanjiasha, into MKB, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know. This just feels like it takes too long, and it only stacks up HP.
It's kind of a hard run as well when you look over at the Tidehunter. Like, he's building up a mech, so while the team fights are happening, like right now, Ferrari being initiated on, there's your Rupture. He'll blink.
Yeah.
He tried it. He tried
definitely
it.
didn't get it there.
No, we didn't. And they're worried. Wait, okay, yeah, the relocate's on bottom. The Wisp can actually come down, or maybe he doesn't have to. Nuts is here with a burst heal burning. What a healthy man, and it was actually, okay, it's just Blood Right stolen by Chuan. QO is going to run himself out of this one. In fact, he's going to TP out, but they have the Ravage as well committed.
Oh,
The
no.
Shallow Grave still did its work. QO, he's trying to get some life back by killing off the melee creep.
They're going to go mid now. They
Yep.
know that there's no Ravage. This is terrible.
No Ravage, no Fortification, so Pulse Nova and Edict burns through the creep wave.
Yeah, but the creeps, they have creep wave top, so it could go, but it's too dangerous, just the two of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna wait. They have BKB on Spirit Breaker coming in soon. Wait for the respawn on Bloodseeker, and then they can just go. Because Ravage timing is down for 2 minutes now, and they know it. Oh, that was sad. Especially as the Rubik already left him. John is like, no, what are you doing?
It would have been worse, though, if Ferrari popped his ultimate, too.
Yeah.
Like, if that ended up happening. Actually, what is Ferrari? Is Ferrari building Dagon? Or is that just a casual null talisman sitting in his inventory? He's going for the Ags.
He had a null from before.
Okay, good. So, because they'll be like, he's not going to kill anyone with a Dagon in this game.
Not really. You can sometimes build it to bully the Wisp, but Wisp is really strong in this game. 1200 HP already.
Yeah, he's getting closer to that mech as well. So once that's up, it's the Tether Burst heal. Luo's being charged by the Spirit Breaker. He's going to cancel that, though, as he realizes that's just not going to work.
He actually stacked jungle by charging.
Yeah,
you see that?
Yeah, he made this. I was like looking at that going, like, was that intentional?
Mastermind.
And Kira's like, sweet. And a
March.
minus usage.
March, so smart. Predicting.
And KP really wants to finish this. He's picked up a casual cloak for now. Yule Scepter over on Ferrari. The stun timing with the Blood Right. Ferrari copying a hell of a lot of damage, but he'll just blink himself away to safety. The charge was on too, and Nuts has to Shallow Grave into the Death Wall from Faith. Cancel almost instantly, however, as he realizes he's not going to find a kill. The call down, that'll kill Nuts, but Burning, isolated by QO, trying to man mode this one. But QO, the Sonic Wave will bring him down, but not before the Gyro dies, and Marsh still going to work. KP with the Pulse Nova, he'll rip through the rest of IG,
chasing.
and they're relocating up and in after Luo. The problem is the paralyzing cast, making it so difficult, but even through adversity, MVP will now take the mid racks.
They have buybacks. If they want to hold this racks, they will have to commit it now. It's so expensive, though, and it will set back the BKBs.
They're fighting
the
backdoor regen.
Yeah, but the creep wave is coming in.
The dire creep wave is completely gone.
They definitely have to buy back if they want to hold. They're going to give up the racks.
Wait,
Okay.
what are you doing, Sean?
They're prioritizing the money.
He just burned 130 mana to Glimmer Cape. Maybe he's worried about being charged.
And that's painful, losing racks already 24 minutes in. And even more Bloodstone charges. Look at that Lesh rack. Even if you kill him next team fight, he's going to travel back in.
This has just not been a day for IG.
No.
At all.
Definitely
like,
not.
at all. Roshan, what are we going to have our spawn time? 21 seconds. The Wild wants MVP to win this game. That's so quick for him. And we're actually looking at like the start of an Octarine call for KP. It's unless he's considering ways. It's not worth Aghanims in this game, is it?
Yeah, it is. Aghanims deals so much damage. I think you should actually definitely go for it. Like, Octarine would be okay, but increasing your damage even more, imagine how hard they would melt. The enemy team is not high enough level.
In 400 gold, he has it.
Yeah.
Like, if he actually wants it in 400 gold, Sean again stealing Pulse Nova. This is like the worst thing he wants.
Just run in, Sean.
Like, what he's really hoping for is the lightning of the Lashrak.
Yeah, that would be a very good deep pushing spell.
Yeah. Oh, there's your running by KP. Looking for the opening over on Faith and Pet. Oh, wow. It's a good Ravage from Luo. And the Sonic Wave as well. But Lashrak, the Meg charge from Febby keeps him up in Faith.
Heals.
Starting on the ultimate, but the damage output is really negligible. KP just stands his ground, lets off the stun, and turns on the Pulse Nova. Luo is dying in the trees. Ferrari gets to blink himself away, but now it's Faith. Isolated out. You might be getting that paralyzing cast causing some problems in KP. Not a healthy man. They burn through him, but he's instantly alive. B team back. They're using Bloodstone and Economy to win this game. The Rocket Barrage coming in, but March charging over towards Chuan, working with Febby, and Faith. Again, the paralyzing cast going to go to work, but KP back to the world of living, and he runs in, Pulse Nova on. You'll have that TP, that blink back to base for Ferrari at least, but Burning on the run out here, the charge into Chuan. He's down for the count. Ferrari actually trying to kill his own teammate at that point. A Sonic waving the Rubik. Nuts will TP out to safety. KP just wants to survive. You'll Yule Scepter to dodge the first Shadow Strike, which will give him the movement speed, and he has his own Glimmer Cape to run away to safety. The Burning Rocket is chasing him down, but there's a Yule Scepter in 11 seconds. He's got BTs in 1, he's got Glimmer in 4,
They're
and
on
he's got a
him.
teammate
They're back.
arriving in. That's QO on the way in.
Yeah, can he get the Rupture?
He can run.
Oh, maybe he can actually catch up.
The life is too low on Burning.
Yeah.
Burning. He's got the movement speed.
He does, but Burning is, as
Okay.
you said,
He'll
Burning
give it
is
up.
really fast. So Leshrac has not purchased something. It is the evasion for, it's actually a full Solar Crest over on Dazzle.
What KP purchased was the Glimmer Cape
Yeah,
when he came back. That was it.
that's true. He bought it up.
It was successful. I let him live.
Pretty interesting blood raging the Leshrac in these fights because he deals so insanely high damage. So, and anything he kills just heals him up as well.
You really want to see that Aghanims now, don't you?
I do.
Like, he's only 300 gold, and Roshan is alive.
But at
Like-
this point, like, after a Glimmer Cape, maybe you should just buy up more HP at this point. But Aghanims would still be amazing, I think.
Aghanims are still good stats points, and I don't think we have much of a point beyond Aghanims. Looks like KP is going to drop the Magic Wand. So this Aegis the Immortal belongs to the Leshrac.
To the radiant.
Yeah.
And with that money, he's got 3.2k.
Yeah.
Is
see if
this
he's
the
gonna buy
time?
it.
The courier's back at base.
He bought something.
He bought Soul Booster.
I see. So he's going for the Octarine.
Yeah.
That's fine too. I mean, Octarine is going to give him even more heal with the Blood Rage and even more HP so that he can actually run in here. And do they have any detection against this ward?
Your Scepter on Burning. Chuan looking for the telekinesis grab. Burning being stunned up. The Blood Rise not going to help his life either, but the Glimmer Cape will protect him. KP, oh, okay, dude, I know you're strong and you have an Aegis the Immortal, but he's just charging him, but the Wisp keeps him up. Burning, it's a good call-out position, but Ferrari getting beaten down, and he
Never
blinks
fear.
away, but the Rupture's doing the work. Burning turns on the Flag Cannon, but there's not enough damage. The Shallow Grave and Luo, you go with the Ravage, but it isn't going to be enough, no. KP,
Crazy
it's a triple
pony.
kill for him. He's going nuts. He still hasn't lost the Aegis, and Febby is dodging it out, and he relocates. He went back to base. He's taking him to heal up the entire way as I've gone crazy with my camera, but they will be coming back in a moment.
Yeah,
Are they tethered? They're tethered.
They're
They're
going
coming
back.
together. He turns on the Pulse Nova, and then just burning through Burning. The Blood Right's in the perfect position. KP chasing after that Gyrocopter. He wants him dead, but he can't do it. Chorn with the telekinesis makes it difficult, but QO is back in the world.
Bloodseeker starting to kill stuff as well. So much going ham from MVP.
That's it. Like,
That's too much.
This really is it. There's no buybacks available. Tide is short of it. He'll respawn, but he's got no Ravage. And they're still against the Aegis of the Immortal. And GG, MVP will 2-0 Invictus Gaming. To quote a famous caster that is not myself, I think IG was a little bit overrated coming into TI5.
Oh, wow. Wow. That quote, though.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, MVP.
I'm saying it. I, for one, welcome our Korean overlords.
Greetings.
I want to see them tomorrow, and I wish them the best of luck. It's
they-
going to be tough.
If they 2-0 Secret, they go through into top 4 and knock Complexity down. Like, Complexity would be spitting chips if that happened.
Yeah, that would be insane. But they can definitely feel happy with this series. IG, though, that's a tough day. They just lost 2 full series and didn't take a single game.
Yeah, that they did. It was a tough day at the office for them. For now, our day at the office will end, but make sure you stay tuned. There's more Dota 2 coming up your way right here on the second TI stream or inside of Dota TV. There is so much Dota coming up for TI5, so stay tuned, and the Dota shall return.